views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Damn, did you breathe?
Y'all forgive me. I have my extra person in the studio with me tonight, and she feel like clowning right now. But it's 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, so y'all know what time it is. Inside Stepping is in the building, and it's time to get this. Man, we about to get our row out this evening. I got a lot to say. Dennis Howard Hodges, thank you for checking in. I see you, my man, coming through, checking in. Big Dog, Felicia Walker, what's happening in the building. Jarita Thomas in the building. Miss Purple herself, yo.
Norma, Tam.
All right, so y'all, tonight's show, we are going to do the recap of recaps. C1's, what's happening? We are going to talk about this weekend's festivities. And I'm going to just say this. You could have been in a whole lot of places, but all I'm going to say is, if you wasn't where we were at, you was in the wrong spot. Rashid Shabazz, what's happening? My man, Jaquilla Hughes in the building. What's up, Erica Nicole? I see you. Look at here. All I'm going to say, y'all, is we are in recovery mode. Okay, straight up. It was one of those kind of weekends where, real talk, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was a no sleep weekend. I know we say that because we say it in a kind of a facetious and sometimes funny way, and some of us get more sleep than others. But this truly, absolutely was a no sleep weekend. I am not BSing at all.
I think we
Smiling happily. Dallas Brown was happening. Melvin Jackson in the building. Donna Peak, C1's. Man, look.
I think we had 8
Marcel
hours
Naudin.
for the whole weekend.
Yeah. Well, I think we slept 8 hours the whole weekend. Anyway, and as y'all see the baggage under my eyes. Well, that be there all the time, so don't worry about it. Anyway.
You got 2 bags now.
No, I got 3 bags. Damn it. Anyway.
I got my razor right here now.
Oh, you gonna cut me?
Yeah, cut you.
You see this? She threatening me on camera, y'all. If anything happened to me, y'all know what it is.
That's right.
Anyway, first things first, y'all. I'm going to let me first put this out there. Hey Val Wells, I see you. Thank you for coming through the house. Right off the top, y'all, Cheryl Sugarfoot Poe is not going to be with us this evening because her voice is gone. It literally is non-existent. She will open her mouth and move her lips and nothing comes out. So, because of that...
It was worse than how mine was yesterday.
Worse than yours. I literally could not hear her on the phone. I mean, she was... I think that was even louder than she was. Anyway, so we have, ladies and gentlemen, from GDI, from Good Deeds International, from the Heritage Ball Committee, we have Miss Melanie Fields. So I'm going to bring her in, and we're going to chop it up with her, and we're going to talk about all of the things that went on over this busy, fun-filled weekend. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all might as well, get your mind right, because the fact of the matter is, next year will be your opportunity to experience the Heritage Ball if you've never been. I'm telling you now,
Come on, San Antonio.
this is not just something you go to. This was a whole experience. Or as Miss Charice Simmons likes to say, a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Miss Melanie. For those of you who don't know her, the woman, the myth, the legend, Miss Melanie Fields.
Beautiful Melanie Fields.
The beautiful, the illustrious, stupendous Miss Melanie Fields. What's up, baby?
Look at she blushing.
Yeah. There you go. My man Tree, Brenda Montgomery, Lynn
Thank
John. I see y'all. Thank you for coming through. Donna Peak in the house.
Donna Peak said happy birthday.
Bernice Newsom Short in the building. Yeah, so J.R. Russell, what's happening? So okay. Let me tell y'all something. And Dallas Brown said a whole vibe of black excellence. Absolutely, Dallas. Man,
I'm so glad Dallas came. He was a first timer.
Yes.
From San Antonio.
Yes. Okay, so listen, y'all. All right, we got one person that said they can't hear you. So Melanie, I'm gonna ask you just to, as you talk, just slightly lean forward so we can make sure we get you in the mic. Got that. Bam! Look at that. All right. Looking right here. All right, so you know, I have to count on the feedback from my audience, you know, because they keep me on my toes around here. J.R. Russell, what's happening? Okay, so there's so much, you guys. Hey, Tam, that we have to talk about tonight. Y'all may get to the point where you feel like we rubbing it in, but so what?
We rubbing it in.
We rubbing it in. I'm telling you now. Sean in the building. What's happening, baby? So the thing is, we're gonna talk about what happened over this weekend. And I want to be, this is an overview, but there's so much to say because so many things happened and so many things went on here that we're going to cover it all. So I'm telling y'all now, you might as well get your snacks and your chips and get ready, because not only were we able to provide you with a visual for the weekend through Inside Stepping in our podcast at the show, at the event, but we're going to break it down for you right now tonight so that you get a real clear understanding. Now, I said that to say this. Before we even get started, I want to start by saying, I want y'all to remember one thing. What's up, Darlene Mans? Look, when this event was first announced, and I'm going to make an admission here, a confession. When the event was first announced, I was one of those people who looked at the numbers and thought to myself, whew, that's a whole lot of money to go to a set. I am not going, I got to be transparent and I got to be honest about it. That was my immediate thought. And I have done a complete 180. Most people say 360. They don't know they take you back the way you started. We're going halfway around the globe here. I did a complete 180, and I'm going to tell y'all straight up, it was not only worth every damn dime. I was like, shit, do I owe them anything? Listen, let me tell y'all. And y'all know, for my regular listeners and watchers, y'all know how I am about these event costs. But I want to lay one thing out for you before we get into this. I think we've become so accustomed to paying sometimes more money for events than they are actually worth. Because of that, we kind of put the Heritage Ball on the same plane, on the same level as all these other events, at the same number. Because there are events we paid $150 to go to. And baby, when I tell you, you didn't get nothing compared to what this was, the hotel cost might have been a little bit exorbitant, but there's something that y'all need to know about that as well. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. So I'm saying this to say, I want you to remember, this is not everybody else's event. Now, this is the Heritage Ball.
I want to say this because we've had a show talking about pricing before.
Right.
And if anybody remembers, I kept saying it depends on the event for the pricing. This was one of those events that it could have a higher rate.
Easily.
So, remember, we kept going back and forth. The hotel. I mean, you get what you pay for. The hotel was extremely nice. Yes.
The hotel was top notch.
The food was good.
Is that a 4 or 5 star hotel?
I don't know.
Well, I tell you what.
Melanie maybe could answer that.
The staff there was extremely accommodating. I did hear of maybe one person who had a problem with towels. And I want to say this about that. This is a huge hotel. We talking 40, 50 floors.
Probably ain't had no
Don't get me wrong. I understand when we don't necessarily get what we want coming to the door of our hotel room, but let's keep it 100. As big as that hotel is, you probably should have went down to the desk and got you some more towels. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to defend bad behavior or nothing like that, but I saw no flaws, no problems really from the hotel whatsoever through this entire event. They were extremely accommodating. and they were extremely personable, and they took care of these guests. They really did. Plus, I saw Cheryl. She looked like she's about to get at one of them, and they kind of straightened up real quick. So I'm just saying, Sugarfoot, sometimes that little sweetness get a little bit sour, Jack. You don't want that. Anyway, okay, so let's begin with Thursday. So Thursday during the day, Mel, what took place? Because we weren't able to get there on Thursday. We came in on Friday morning. So give us a rundown on Thursday.
You going
Lean,
down.
Come towards you. Yeah, there you go.
Nope, you got low for whatever reason. I don't know what happened.
I know what it is. It's that iPad. It's got noise canceling on it. Do this. Turn it down. Just turn the volume down on it just a taste. Okay, now speaking to it. No. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it right there.
Wait a minute. Before you start, Melanie, why don't you tell everyone what your position is
Tracy Lacey.
with the event
Hey,
and how
Cheryl
long
Head.
you've been with GDI?
Hey, Renee Ford. All my people checking in.
Louder again.
Cheryl Russo.
You down again.
She the CFO, y'all. Okay. Okay, we got to figure out something with the sound over here because this seems to keep going
in and
low.
out. I wonder, should she move the phone in closer to her?
Well, I mean, she's
The
close.
tablet.
She's close to it now. It's something with them dang on iPads and them iPhones. They do this. They got that noise canceling on them. That might
You
work
try
better.
that.
Okay, let's kill this call and then you hit us right back on your phone. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, right quick, we're going to make an adjustment. So, because we want to make sure that y'all hear everything that goes on. So, we're going to give her a quick second to chime back in. Cheryl Russo was happening. Felicia Walker in the building. Drew Thomas. Cynthia Denise. I see ya. Y'all coming through. Valeria Connor, there my homie is.
Somebody said
Cheryl
she should
Head,
put her
what's up, baby?
earbuds in.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a good idea. Well, she's just going to get her phone. So, we'll work it out. Tony King was happening. Kirk Paisley in the building. Don't worry, Kirk. We working on it, my man. We're going to get it straightened out right quick. Letitia Jackson, I see you. Linda Saunders in the house. Pooh 2. Yes, the hotels were going to be pricey because ATL had 2 other big events in the city. You had a Bronner Brothers show and one of the biggest cheerleading events. It is. Absolutely.
And
Thank you, Pooh 2. You're absolutely right. Plus,
The Bronner
Limp
Brothers.
Bizkit. We had Limp Bizkit, which is the skating event.
Yeah.
Huge skating event. You had Bronner Brothers. You had the cheerleading event.
And it was some
then
kind
you
of
had the
sorority
sorority
event. Yeah,
fraternity
AKA,
thing going on. Man, listen, let me tell y'all. Atlanta was busy this weekend, so the hotel rates were going to be higher. Not to mention the fact you were actually in a very nice place. Yeah, somebody said the Kappas were there. Yes, they were.
Hey,
They were
Dr.
in there.
Harmony.
They was in there deep too. So yeah, it was one of those kind of events where, or one of those kind of times where they were so. And here, let me show y'all something. Some of the Kappas came to the stepper set.
Yes.
Some of the skaters came to the stepper set. Some of the
Bronner
hair
Brothers.
people came to the stepper
Yep.
set. Everybody fell through.
Yep.
Man, look. And I'm going to tell y'all these numbers later on. It's going to really trip you out. Wait till y'all hear these numbers. All right, there she is. Turn it sideways for me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Leave it on. Leave it like that. Leave it like that. We good. We're good. We gonna work it just like that. We gonna work it.
Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we hear you great now. We gonna twerk it. We gonna make it do what it do.
Okay, so start back with your introduction because we couldn't hear you.
Okay, and I'm sorry about my background. I will change that.
Oh, I like it.
We ain't mad
It's
at your
blingy.
background. Yeah, you know Miss Bling over here love that. Yeah, come on. Okay, so
Thank you. So I'm Melanie Fields. I'm the Chief Financial Officer of GDI. I've been with the GDI since its inception. We started off as just a couple of stepping organizations got together and had a one-night stepping affair. And we've morphed all of that into GDI, Good Deeds International, host of the Heritage Ball, Atlanta.
very good. Okay, so with that, give us a rundown. What were you all's very first thing on Thursday when people started kind of showing up?
Well, on Thursday, we had our
Wait a minute. Hold on, Melanie. Hold on. Sorry. People still saying they can't hear you.
I don't know why. Let me see. Hold on. All right, speak now, Melanie.
How about this? Because I hear you all better.
Okay, speak now.
Now?
Yeah.
How now, Brown
How's that,
Cow?
everybody? Can you all hear her now?
They said her mic is kind of low. Somebody said if you
I'm
put your earbuds in, I don't know, because I don't know nothing about Apple.
I don't either.
Okay,
'Cause
they,
this
they
is
got
an
you now.
Android.
Now we got you. We got you. Okay, let's go. Let's get it.
This is an Android.
No, yeah, you got the
so-
right thing. Come on, let's go.
You have it turned up?
No, we're okay now. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
On Thursday, at the Heritage Ball, we really pride ourselves on hospitality. So we opened with a champagne hospitality suite. That is run by our captain of hospitality, Miss Robin Wilson. She was in one of the suites, the upper level suites. Then we had the Mix and Mingle kickoff day party from 12 to 6.
On Thursday.
And then after that, we had a line dance workshop with the line dance queen of them all, Miss Maddie B. And then our evening affair was the Sadie Hawkins Welcome to Atlanta Nike versus Adidas set.
And I heard Adidas won.
Well, I wore Nike, so I might be a little.
Oh, you hating right now. Look, I got
Yes.
it.
Okay.
I heard Adidas won the thing. Okay. So there was a day party on Thursday.
There was a day party on Thursday. There
Imagine
was a
that.
champagne hospitality suite on Thursday. There was a workshop on Thursday. And then we had our nightly affair on Thursday.
Who did the workshop on Thursday?
Maddie B.
Okay, that's what's happening. Okay, so now afterwards there was also a
Yes.
night party, which was the Adidas
Yes.
party. And what I want to say that I was also informed that Ellery graciously allowed people to enter Ellery's with tennis shoes and Adidas sportswear type gear, which is a huge no if you ever tried any other time. So GDI got a little juice.
Yes.
What?
We are so always honored to be able to collaborate with Ellery's. Club Ellery's has been a long-standing every Thursday night set in Atlanta for the better side of 20
For
years.
decades, yes. I remember.
So,
Listen, I used to be there every Thursday myself, so I
Yes.
absolutely know that. I love the way that they, continue to support the Steppers, and the way Ellery and his father have, they keep it together, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
And Ellery's went from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.?
Yes.
But so did the
problem
hotel.
is-
No.
Exactly.
Oh, the hotel
That's what I
Yes.
was just about to
Yeah.
So
say.
wait.
So
So wait. Y'all had the day party 12 to 6, and then you had Ellery's 8 p.m. to 3 a.m., and then you still had the hotel?
yes.
yes, from 8 to 3 p.m.
Wow.
And
Okay.
and let me say
Yes.
this. Now let me first give this audience a feel for what that is. They were packed on a Thursday. Let's go. Okay. Now
Yes.
that was Thursday. So we arrived on Friday morning. Let me start by saying that GDI has handled me and my crew extremely well. You all made sure that everything was where it belonged. Everything was on point. Everything was the way we discussed. And this is where I get into the part about GDI and the Heritage Ball being such a well-oiled machine. I'm not sure how y'all do it or how you are able to be as efficient and smooth as y'all are. I know fires and stuff happen behind the scenes. I know they do. But I couldn't tell. Let me just put it that way. That's a hell of a thing. Let me tell you, because there are people with way smaller events that drop balls left and right. So my hat's off to y'all for that. So we get into town.
Thank you.
We get
Thank
off the
you.
plane. Our car's waiting. We get to the hotel. Immediately we come in and we check things out, and everything is on point. Now I wanna take this time right quick, and I'm gonna probably say it again later on, to mention that Cheryl Sugarfoot Poe could give a clinic on being a promoter. In fact, she should give a clinic on being a promoter. I know she has a strong team with her, yourself included. But one thing that stood out to me that I paid very close attention to, Cheryl was never not on deck. She was never not present. She was never too busy to deal with or talk to anyone. I watched closely.
And you have some promoters we go to, they so worried about getting dressed and all of that, and showboating.
All of that.
Not her. She was stealing her clothes, regular clothes.
And every time I called
business.
her with any concern, any small, I try not to bother, because I don't bother promoters. When we're setting up and we're doing our thing, I stay out of their way as much as I possibly can. But if something that I need to know, I ask questions. Cheryl answered the phone every single time. Period. Directed me exactly where I needed to be, where I needed to go, who I needed to talk to. Done. Sweet.
Yes.
She could give a clinic on promotion. Anybody out there, y'all talking about being a promoter, y'all talking about, I'm going to put some work on her now. Y'all talking about doing this type of thing, you need to call somebody like Cheryl and ask her to help you. It may come with a little fee, but so what? It'll be worth it. Trust me when I tell you that. Okay. So we get in on Friday. One thing that I found that I thought was amazing, the vendors.
Oh, man.
Y'all had like 50, they had 50 vendors. One of the things about the vending space that I found incredible, there were no two vendors that were overlapping, like they all had a bunch of the same stuff. That didn't happen.
Nope.
Out of 50 vendors. That's another thing that other promoters could take a note on. They just take vendors' money and just don't care who comes in there and what they set up. But
Yes,
I was sitting there Friday morning in the hotel lobby talking to some people, and I noticed that they held the vendors back until it was time for them to set up. And when it came time to set up, it was like a stampede up there. They went running for tables. Everybody was they had their table picked out in their head. Boom, they was off like a shot. They got over there, they got their tables, and they set up immediately. By the time I went back upstairs, I could have started shopping. It was like a little mini mall. That was very cool.
What was you getting ready to say, Melanie?
I was going to say that Cora O'Kelly is our coordinator for the vendors. She is amazing at what she does. She reaches out to them throughout the year. She keeps up with them. She makes sure that they are provided for. She does an amazing job. And one of the things that she really works on is making sure that we don't have 1,000 people vending jewelry. Right? So our guests can have a variety. One of the things that I love is I always tell people, if you don't have something to wear for African night, just wait till you come to Vendors Row.
Yeah. One of the users, one of the people here, my man Chris Reese over there on the West Coast, he just said they had to buy another bag just to get all the stuff home. That's how much stuff was in there. Also, it's to my understanding that each of the vendors, okay, well, let's see. The vendor space you all have is a first come, first serve, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen out there who even have any idea or thinking about being a vendor at the Heritage Ball, you better get in as soon as they announce it. Otherwise, do y'all have a cutoff?
We do. We have a cutoff, and it's based on numbers, right? So Cora manages that impeccably. I don't get in her lane. One of the things about us that I'm very proud of is we really pride ourselves on, if this is your area of responsibility, we make sure that you handle that. So Cora, she handles that. She handles that vendor's row.
Well, Cora's a very strict business person. That's one thing I like about her.
Yes.
Do you know the rate for the vendors if they want to do it next year?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
She said, of course I
Any
do.
rate, I know about all of that. So for a 3-day weekend vending, it is $325. But that does include some limited access to our events, as well as if we have available food left over for the brunch. That is a first come, first serve basis. So we treat our vendors like we treat our guests. We want them to be able to enjoy everything that is Heritage Ball.
I literally went, while I was walking through the hall, I saw all of the vendors sitting there eat. They all had a plate. They was out there eating real good. I thought that was great.
Right. Right.
Okay, so moving into the day party. Well, wait a minute. That was Friday. Was there a workshop on Friday? Matter of fact, shortly afterwards, I think we came in, we went downstairs, and they was down there getting it in, y'all.
Oh,
I want to talk about
the day parties
on
was
Friday. Yeah.
a nightclub. I mean, it was off the chain. That wasn't a real normal day party.
The day party was in a room downstairs in this hotel. GDI had like 3 or 4 floors locked up in this place. When we got into the day party, they were in there tearing it up. DJ Samsonite. And by the way, y'all, they had 16 DJs. And I want you to understand something. Every last one of them was tired when they got done. They worked their butt off. We went into to that area where they were doing their thing down there. It was a game room, y'all. A big old game room. They had, wait a minute, hold on, because I got the list here. They had chess, checkers, pool, ping pong, toss across.
Yeah, some people playing spades,
video games. They was playing cards. Let me see.
Yeah,
they had the beanbag toss. They had Connect Four. And I mean, man, they had all the games. And people
You want to know a game that we had that everybody was blown away?
What?
We had old-fashioned jacks.
You know what? I saw that. They were sitting on the table. I did. I saw.
one.
And I thought to myself, ooh, I'm going over there and play that. But I never got a chance to. I love jacks
Yes,
when I was
we
a kid.
had Black Card Revoked, which is an awesome game. We had a magnet game that somehow it was so awesome that it walked out the ballroom. But that's okay. We okay with that because
see?
we know that somebody enjoyed it.
That part.
On Friday, I do have to say, just like on Thursday, we had our Champagne Hospitality Suite. That was awesome as well. So Miss Robin gets up there. She wakes up in the morning. She cooks eggs and waffles, and she has wine and champagne. And that was awesome, again, from 11 to 4. And our midday madness day party, we call that 3 the hard way because we had masters of music who included Samsonite from Atlanta, Shorty Smooth from Cleveland, and of course DJ Bell from Chicago.
Okay.
But you know what? Y'all didn't probably even get the chance to experience, and that was the Charity Fitness Explosion Part 1.
Oh yeah, I didn't know there was a part 1. I knew that was on Saturday. They did.
Yeah, Saturday they did.
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
So they did that on Friday too?
This was all Friday.
Uh-oh.
She froze up on us.
You left us, Melanie.
There she is. She's back.
I'm right here.
Okay.
So let me also
Yes.
mention that they had a cigar area, you guys. They had someone there who was a cigar vendor and also an area for smokers. Look, they had it all. They had it. If you wanted it, it was there for you.
So I got a question. The hospitality suite was for anyone that purchased the ticket. They could go up there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
they
they
could go
had
up there
lots of
and-
good stuff in the
and, you know,
hospitality suite.
secretly,
What,
I
now,
think
we got up
people
there
who
kind of
didn't
late.
purchase
What else?
tickets went.
Say that again.
I think people who didn't purchase ticket heard about the waffles and the grits
And went anyway. What so we got up there a little late, so we missed all of the good stuff. But
okay.
we heard it was a lot of nice stuff up there. You know, we was busy working, so we missed out.
Yeah.
Now, let me see.
So that was Friday day party, 12 to 6. So we had 6 hours of dancing. And they was dancing
In the
hard.
daytime.
They was going
And
in.
they was in there dancing like they was at a night set. And let me just say this before we even get even further into this. The day parties at the Heritage Ball had as many or more people than most people's main event on a 3-day weekend across this country.
Yeah, because that was a huge room. They was dancing on the carpet,
Man.
the floor.
And it was going down all days. It wasn't just a little bit here, a little bit there. You would think that people were vampires because they didn't get no sleep. Okay. So from there.
So that was Friday, and we covered
Yes.
all the games. We talked about the hospitality
Right.
suite. Now, we talked about the vendors on Friday, so then we going into Friday night, which the attire was what, African wear? Okay.
Yes.
Let me borrow your pen.
Yes. So a big part, a big component of the Heritage Ball is to celebrate our heritage.
Right.
And, as persons of color from the coast, the motherland, we want to make sure that we incorporate that. And so we have our African themed dress night on Friday. Also, because we know that so many ladies complain about going to these events, spending all their money, we really, really work hard to promote the Heritage Ball Gentlemen. That's something that is spearheaded by our member Art Allen. And what it is you get those little flashy, blinky lights that you can put on your lapel or your buttonhole. And basically, what that allows you to do is it signals to women that you are available to dance. Because I think so many times women just get into sitting in the back of the room and then they complain about not getting dances. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that you get an opportunity to dance. Go ask them.
Let me also add one other thing. I was told that you all had 150 ambassadors to this event. 150 people walking around for any question, any concern that you may have had, that were more than willing and able to help and do it in the most professional and classy way possible. That hats off to y'all
Yes.
for that.
Thank you. So our ambassador team really, really, we didn't have quite 150 this. We had 150 sign up, but not everybody
Okay,
shows up.
okay.
But the ones who show up, they show out. They are understanding our vision of providing hospitality to our guests. They are informed, they provide information. If they don't know, they know where to go to ask. So we have them at starting from the airport. We even have them at the airport. So once you come in, you're looking for an ambassador. We always have the bright color shirts that says something about Heritage Ball, and you can ask them pretty much anything about Heritage Ball and even about the city, and they're going to provide you with some answers.
That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, so
Yes.
now let me also tell y'all, let me add that each of these nights went till 3 a.m. before we get to the
Yes.
night part. Nah, you know what? Let me say that. Let's get to the night set. Let's get to Friday night. The African attire set.
Oh my
Black folks
goodness.
was pretty up in there on Friday, looking good. Everybody was, and let me say this also. It is critically important in my mind, especially at an event like this, that people adhere to the dress code, especially on a night like the Saturday night, which was all black tie. Ladies and gentlemen, do your best to extend the black excellence to yourself and to others by being courteous in that way. And most of the people did do that. And
Yes,
my
I
hats
saw.
off to everybody.
Yeah, I saw majority
Right.
everybody, men and women.
On both nights. Okay, so Friday, everybody was wearing African attire, everything from dashikis. My man Tall Rick, dude looked like a straight up like he was the king of Zamunda. Dude came up in there with a crown on and everything, had his suit, his sash, sharp.
And it's Sean.
My
Sean
man
had
was
on the
sharp.
crown too.
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Bandy
Sean
had
Bandy had on a crown. These black kings, sharp. Y'all was in there. I like that.
Black Kings.
Yeah, I thought
Black
that was
Kings.
fun. And the music was
Yes.
off the chain again Friday night.
Oh, Lord. On Friday night, we had our Masters of Music. We want to always shout them out. DJ Cross from Chicago, DJ Calvin from Chicago. They always show up, support us, and turn it out
Show up and show out.
musically. Yes, yes, yes. And we looked at Friday night as meet, greet, and rekindle, right? So we want to rekindle relationships, we want to meet new people, and we want to greet everyone. And so we really felt like not just us as the host, but everybody was doing that. And when you have a common dress theme, it really sort of allows people to feel that they are a part of the whole entire experience, right? So when you talked about adhering to it, we have a lot of people that don't like to do that. Oh, I can't take all these dress things, but it just makes you a part of the collective. And so we understand some people don't like it, and it's not for everybody, but we do appreciate when you partner with us to make this experience something that includes you.
Absolutely. And I also I got to say this, like, it's funny because my man Josiah Burt, right? He was like, I ain't going to make it, man. I ain't going to come. I said, man, you need to come. He said, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll come for Saturday. I said, no, you need to come for Friday. Me and him, we had this big old fight, right? And I said, man, you need to be there Friday. He's like, all right, I'm going to come. Now, he said, I'm going to get up and leave. I'm going to go home Saturday. I was like, no, you need to stick around. Because he was helping me. He came through to help me out. And so then he goes, so come Saturday, next thing you know, it's Sunday. I was like, you still here, huh? He's like, yeah, man, I'm glad I came. I have to say this. This event, for me, which is what I had explained to Joe, the way I was able to talk him into coming. This event for me was more about the fellowship, more about the people that I was able to, whose hands I was able to touch, people who I was able to talk to, people who I got my hugs from, guys I hadn't seen in a long time. Man, listen, the fellowship was worth the price of admission. Real talk.
Hey,
the amount of new steppers, the amount of new people, the amount of people who approached myself and Poppy to tell us that they were new steppers year into the game, 2 years into the game, and how they follow inside stepping so they get their information. I got to tell y'all, before we go any further, understand one thing. The future of stepping was literally at the Heritage Ball this weekend. Not only were there the usual suspects and the people that we all know and love, but there were people there. I met a guy named Gregory from New York. And he came over to me and he said, man, I love your show. Man, I watch you. I pay attention to the things that you say. I only been stepping a year and I'm learning. That's enough for me right there. That's the currency that keeps this place moving. Y'all, the new generation of steppers was at the Heritage Ball this weekend. The new promoters, the new instructors, the new everything.
Yeah, a lot of new dancers.
Was there. A lot of new dancers. They were at the Heritage Ball. And I ain't talking about, people who want to, flip things around and all that. I'm talking about people who respect the culture and the history that are working toward becoming part of the fold of this dance. Gregory, shout out to you out there in New York, my man. Okay. So
we was on Friday night.
What about the...
we had 6 hours of dancing on Friday. You said the DJs.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I want to do this right quick. Go ahead. Okay.
What were you going to say, Melanie?
I wanted to just piggyback on what you were just saying about the new people. I had the pleasure of speaking with, I think it was Gregory and his partner, Tanisha, who has a couple of restaurants out in New York. This was their first time at the Heritage Ball. They were so excited. They came, they bought a table. They bought a table of reserved tables, and all the people that came with them had never been to the Heritage Ball. These are all brand new steppers.
Well, he actually told me. Go ahead.
I saw a comment on Facebook, and the comment was really just talking about, the usual suspects. This was so not that.
Nope.
No,
this was so
not
that. And it's okay that people say things, and again, I'm not trying to say anything, but it is so important to understand that the Heritage Ball is truly a stepper's experience.
Absolutely.
It is an experience by far, and it has to be experienced by new and old.
Right.
And I feel like it just a melding of the steppers community as a whole.
Now, Gregory told me that he signed up, or they got their table. He said, I think he had 1 or 2 tables. He said he would have had more if they were available, because he had more people that wanted to come, or whatever the case may be. But he was like, next year I'll have 4 tables, straight up.
Yes.
Now let's get into this table thing right quick while we on that subject. It is to my understanding that there were Now, I want y'all to understand the magnitude of this. I'm going to show you some drone video in a second to give you an idea of just how big this place is. I think it was damn near the size of a football field. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
I got my steps in walking back and forth.
Man, you talking about listen, just me setting up my cameras was a chore because we had to walk from one end to the other to get the cameras where they needed to be.
Yes.
114 tables initially, 111 of which were sold.
Yes.
Then, now I'm talking about 10 people tables now. Then they added on Saturday at probably another 30 four-person tables and high tables and chairs along each and every single wall. And I mean every wall available.
Yes.
They was full.
Yes.
They was all
Yes.
full. The walk-ins alone. Now, let me show y'all this video right quick. Just to give you some idea of just how big this thing is. Now, look at that video, y'all. Do you see the sides of the room? Now, this is not where a lot of people are in there. We did this while there were lesser people in there. But we got a view, an overview of the size of the room. There are 3 huge dance floors. Count them, 3.
40 by 40.
40 by 40 dance floors. And I'm telling y'all, they was all full. We sent the drone out over all 3 floors on the other end and then brought it back. Yes, C1s, that was my drone. That was one. We had another drone operator in the house. My man, Leroy, doggone it, his last name skips my mind.
From Atlanta.
Yeah, he's an Atlanta resident. He came in, brought his drones in. We got a lot of good footage. Shouts out to him.
You know a place is big when you can fly 2 drones, right?
Right. Poppy said she was gonna be the
Say
air
that
traffic
again.
controller. she was the air traffic controller in the room.
I was over there fanning them in. 2 drones in the facility. You know, it was
big.
irritating for me. I don't think I have OCD, but I'm like, why are 3 of the dance floors? Couldn't they match? Well, maybe that was just me.
They didn't need to match.
I wanted them to match.
Yo, OCD, man, go on with that. You tripping. They had dance floors. Some
Yeah.
people can't even get one.
Yeah.
All right, now
3
y'all see
dance
all the way in the
floors.
back, right across in the center of the screen, that's us back there where that sign at, just to show you just how much depth and distance that we covered inside this one room.
And the ceilings was super high. It
Yes,
was
the
crazy.
ceilings were high and everything.
Did you guys
Yes,
Yeah.
the lighting was great. The sound, everything, the sound was off the chain. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You had an opportunity to just see the inside of the hall while there was not a lot of people there. But baby, let me tell you, every space in there was full by the time this thing went on.
That video went on like about 9:30, so they was standing at the door waiting to get in at
Yes,
9
the
o'clock.
line was through the hotel lobby, back around the corner, and everything. It was a beautiful thing. So, okay, we got Friday out the way. Now, I want y'all to understand also that every night of a party that ended at 3 a.m., not 12, not 1, but 3, the hall was still packed at the end of every set. And somebody had the nerve.
Yeah, I was just going to say, go.
Had the nerve to say, it's an after party in our suite.
Yeah,
And they went, and it was crowded. And
they
it was
kept
people.
asking us, we going, we like, no.
Man, listen.
Now, I'm the after party girl, but I couldn't even handle it this time. I was like, no.
Look here. They. Yep. Bobby Pat Clay say you got most of your voice back.
Yes, and I saw Pastor D ask about the lemons. So, yes, I did use the lemons that Pastor D
tell her where you got the
pulled
lemons
out of
from.
his yard. He grows lemons. He's in California. And then Pat Clay came by the table, which we wanted to interview her, but I was gone. I don't know where I was when she came back. She went and found me some hot tea with lemons in it. Thank you, Pat. And it definitely helped. And, yes, my voice is coming back. Thank you.
Did we lose her sound?
So,
Her sound. I don't.
I hear you.
Wait a minute.
Somebody on the feed saying they can't hear you.
I don't know what just happened here. Very interesting. Give me 1 second here, Melanie, and we're gonna fix it. We gonna fix it. We gonna make it do what it do. Hold on. I don't know why that's odd. Well, I tell you, it's always something. Y'all know we had our own little challenges this weekend as well. We had to work through, but we got it done. Let me see. Hey, things happen, you know. Wait a minute. No. Hold on. Still working.
Okay. You gotta sing so we can hear you.
Wait a minute. Don't even give me the line.
I didn't know we had a new version. Sing Beyonce's new song. The country western one.
Y'all hang on. We trying to work through this. I'm not sure.
She said now she's echoing.
Yeah, I hear it. I see it. Okay, wait a minute. Well, because our feed goes out from here, and we have to. And I don't know. It just dropped all of a sudden. It was working fine. I don't know why it did that.
Yeah, do like I do at work when I do IT. You gotta log off, log back on. No, don't listen to me. But it normally works for me at work.
That's what I do as well.
Let's see here. We're gonna try and see.
Do you have something on in the background where it would be an echo? Okay.
No, I haven't moved at all.
Okay.
No, she's been sitting right there. Okay. Test 1, 2, testing. Speak now, Melanie. Right. Oh shoot, I can't even hear her now. Hold on. Hang on.
You clicked one too many buttons.
Right. For sure. Okay, speak now. Can you hear me?
She can't hear you.
Oh boy. We just dropping the ball over here. Can you hear me now? Huh. Okay, wait. Can you hear me?
Oh, you got reading glasses over there.
She can hear me. I can't hear her. Wait a second. Audio output. Let me go back to here. Speak now, Melanie. Nope. Doggone.
It's crazy working and all of a sudden.
Yeah, just stuff
That's
starts
technology
happening.
for you.
Speak.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
Sound good on our end.
Speak now. Go ahead.
You got
Yep, we got you. We got you back.
okay.
We got you back.
Hi.
Yes, we do. Man.
Hi.
Ooh, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody clapping now.
we got it, y'all. I don't know what happened, but man, listen, y'all, stuff happens. When you're dealing with this technology, man, let me tell you. So anyway,
That's right.
it's always something.
Okay.
Always.
So we ended on Friday. Did you have anything else to say about Friday?
Yes, on Friday, we continued with another piece of the charity explosion, the fitness explosion. And I want to say this is another piece that is sort of run by Cora. Okay, it's not sort of. It is absolutely coordinated by Cora O'Kelly. And it is all about fitness, health, and wellness. It is a charitable endeavor. All of the proceeds that are raised goes to the charity of our choice. This year, it was the Sisters Empowerment Network, which is a support group for women who are survivors of domestic violence. So that was an amazing experience. And so she does absolutely a phenomenal job with the fitness explosion.
Okay, so we had that on
we
Friday.
raised a lot of money.
Huh?
We raised a lot of money.
Yeah, I think y'all made an announcement. How much was it again?
I think it was $1,300. And so I want to say thank you to everybody who stopped by. That was not a part of the weekend package. And when you get back, I want you to talk about the weekend package because that value is ridiculous. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, we gonna break that down. I want you to break that all the way down. Because y'all had a la carte, But the weekend
Yes.
package, it just made it all worth it. I mean, real talk. And matter of fact,
Real
if you didn't
talk.
get the weekend package, you was really kind of foolish for not doing that.
Absolutely.
Um,
I agree 100%.
okay, so on Friday evening, let's also
So we on
discuss. Go ahead.
we on Saturday now,
Yeah.
right?
No. We
Oh.
because we didn't need to talk about the African dancers.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all, we gotta back up.
right.
What now? There was a performance, you guys. They had a group of African dancers with drums and everything. They came out on the floor and did their thing. They got it in. Just a heritage
Yes.
type thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
tell us about them a little bit?
Sure. So I think it's called the Djembe, and that was an African drum and dance ensemble. And we feel like if we're going to do African theme, we want to showcase the African culture. We are going to say we really wanted people to be involved with that. So there was a piece where they actually did like a call response with the audience, and then invited people to come on the dance floor and do a little bit of choreography
Yeah.
and learn some African dance. That was
I saw that.
liked-
That
I
was
liked
neat.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately, we
Yes.
didn't have. I wish we'd have had a microphone up closer. But
Yeah.
literally, y'all, we were so far back in the room. We did the best we could with what we had at the time. You know, we'll be better prepared next year because that place. And I'm knowing that if it's this big, let me just put this out there now. Next year, y'all gonna need twice the space. I'm just saying. And I don't know how you're gonna pull that off other than renting a football stadium, but yeah, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, y'all do have a new stadium there.
Cause that thing was enormous.
So I have a question. Is this hotel bigger than the convention center?
So it's not bigger than the convention center in the terms of the space of a ballroom, right? But it is Atlanta's premier convention center hotel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So whenever you have a major event, like, I don't know if you all knew it, but also the same weekend as ours was the Bonner Brothers Hair Show, which is one of the Atlanta premier hair shows in the country.
Yep.
That is a Black-owned and operated hair company that's based here in Atlanta. So that was their host hotel as well. There were, I have to take my hats off to the Marriott Marquis.
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
When I tell you the employees that work there, the people who turn those brooms, they were on it. Like, we went from one convention was in the same ballroom as us,
I watched
and
them.
then you close your eyes and you woke up and it was all the Heritage Ball stuff.
Yep.
They did a phenomenal job.
I
The
watched them
Marriott Marquis
transform.
is amazing. Yes.
They
Yes.
did. They broke that thing down and put it back together so quick. It was, and they literally had so many. Whatever the convention was prior, they had so many road cases of equipment. It was unreal. People talk about me with the stuff I carry. I was like, all that stuff they had to have an 18-wheel outside because they
Yeah.
carried a bunch of stuff out of there. Yeah.
Right.
And they broke it down and got it
Right.
out of there and they came on with the next. You never know the difference. I looked up, all 3 floors were down. Like, doggone. Look at them. Okay, so now into Saturday.
Yes.
So I was tired, needless to say, by now. And I had only done Friday, but we had been up almost, 24 hours by the time.
Yeah, because we had a 6 a.m. flight. You know, those flights have you messed up.
Yeah.
Because you got to get up so early to get to the airport. But on Saturday, we had double dutch, which, you know, that's a big thing in Chicago when we was growing up.
Double Dutch and hula hoop. Don't
Yeah,
forget
double dutch, hula hoop, and they were doing Did they do hopscotch in there too on that day?
It wasn't hopscotch, but it was a fitness exercise that really promotes agility. So it looks like hopscotch is kind of jumping around.
Okay. The double dutch,
Yeah.
they, demonstrate, they, have their ages on the back. That group is all over the United States. I forgot the name of the double dutch group.
Oh, yeah, over 40.
Yeah.
I think it's over 40.
It's called 40 plus.
Yeah,
40
40
plus,
plus.
yes.
They everywhere. I've
Yes.
seen them all on Facebook and
are.
all on social media and everything. They do a phenomenal job. I enjoy watching them because, we talking about women that are up in age, that this is a great form of exercise and fitness, and they get it in. They go everywhere. They do exhibitions and all of that. So
Yeah, so
I
that
like
that was cool. I did the hula hoop, which I sucked at it, but it was a 5-pound weight in there. So I think I'm gonna buy me one of those. That
Yes.
was kind of neat.
Yes, and that's the way to incorporate fitness into something that we did as children, right?
Right.
By adding a weight component to it.
I lost 2 inches with the five. All right, you fix them duck lips with them. With the 5 pound weight. So they had a 2.5 pound weight. They had a 5 pound weight. You could do the hula hoop. That was fun. Then the guys that were over in the hallway across, I forgot the name of that group. The exercise, was it Effect Fitness or?
Yeah, Effect Fitness.
Fitness,
Yep,
yes.
they had the class.
Oh,
They
my
were they went they
goodness.
left the double dutch and went right across the hall. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. That Affect Fitness, their lead instructor is Dooley. We were so graciously they were gracious enough to come to the Heritage Ball. That again, this whole fitness explosion is coordinated by Cora O'Kelly. She goes to Affect Fitness. You know, we call her our fitness guru. So she knows all about fitness. She goes take that classes. Those people sweat and all day jumping around. I take my hats off to them because Lord knows I can't do none of that. So yeah, it was a part of the charity fitness explosion, and that was a huge success.
It was.
That, the Zumba, the hula hoop, the double dutch, the Effect Fitness workout, man.
He
Please.
had at the Effect Fitness. It was 4 rows of women. I'm gonna post those videos up probably later on tonight or tomorrow in my Inside Stepping group.
Y'all gonna
And I would
be seeing
tag-
more videos all week long, more
And I'm-
pictures from everybody.
and
as
I'ma
people
also-
get their rest.
Yes.
Also tag him in the HB2K24, so you can see. But
Yes.
they passed out those bands, the resistant bands, and Locke was still walking around with his.
2 days later, Locke was walking around with the band still on his legs. Locke's silly, man. That's my dude, though. Mr. Forever 21.
We also, real quick, I do want to also add that one of our steppers are, talking about the future coming in, a young man by the name of Quentin Porter.
Man.
We lovingly known as
Q.
Q. He was there with his vegan ice cream brand, which is off the chain.
I missed that.
So we were it's called Scoot.
Huh.
And I just thought that was such the cutest name. And it's a vegan ice cream. So it's friendly for anybody lactose intolerant. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
So we want to give him a shout out too. And then the Marriott Marquis did a cooking demonstration and actually taught people how to cook a beautiful, healthy meal and gave everybody a chance to taste it.
Yeah, I
Very
saw
good.
that too. That was after the exercise class, or was that going on at the same time?
It was after the class.
Okay.
Now, I understand that the restaurant in the hotel gave a 10% off for the party goers.
Absolutely. If you mention the Heritage Ball, anywhere that you go into the restaurants, in the hotel, yes, it was a 10% discount.
And the parking was discounted also, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. I think.
It was discounted. We had a little bit of a hiccup there. We apologize to any guests who had any problems. The parking is very interesting because it is a part of the hotel, but it isn't a part of the hotel. Does that make sense? So we had contracted a specific rate for the the Heritage Ball attendees, and then they try to add all these little extra sprinkles on it to make it a little more challenging. But we know that was a hiccup. We hope it wasn't affecting multiple guests. We know that it did affect some. So our apologies to that. We will work on making sure that does not happen again. But some things happen and some things are not in our control because you're trying to manage,
Right.
the fitness, the workshops, the day parties, this. And
That's a
then you
lot.
got somebody downstairs being hassled by the parking people. So our apologies if it was you. We will do better next time, we promise.
Well, I know they gave military discounts also, and I don't know about anything else, but I do know some people that were military got discounts. I think it was 50% off. So
Yes.
got to ask for your
And
discounts.
our minister of music for our fitness explosion was our one of my personal local favorites, and that was DJ K Boogie.
Yes.
He gets down.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Yeah, K Boogie been around the Atlanta scene playing music for a long time.
Yes. Yes. He has one of those voices like you do, Brian. This kind of.
Oh yeah, he gets it. He be getting it in. He been around the game a minute.
Yeah.
So now, moving further into the Saturday festivities. Now back to the day party again on Saturday.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But wait a
Oh,
minute.
boy.
Some of them people did double dutch, went over there and exercised, and then they had the nerve to be at the day party dance. And I'm like,
Yep.
good Lord, where's your energy from?
Yes, they did. They did that. They definitely did that.
Maybe they got the energy from that vegan ice
vegan
cream
ice
or
cream.
something. I don't know.
And the exercise, and you get energy from exercising. So they was ready. They was ready.
Right.
Yes.
And then, so, okay.
And you know, again on Saturday, we had our champagne hospitality suite
Boom.
kicking. I'm telling you, when I tell you them folks was coming down talking about those waffles and the grits that Miss Robin was making up there.
Dang,
man,
I missed,
please.
man. Well, why didn't we know about that?
I don't know. That
Man.
was Melanie's fault. I don't know.
And I was up too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had to get up. I had to get
I
ready.
knew about the one day, but I didn't know it was every day.
It was every day except Sunday.
Okay, so every day, what
Except
time?
Sunday. 11 a.m. to 4.
Hey,
Oh,
put that
okay.
on our calendar for next year.
Yeah.
We
Well,
gotta
I was
make
down
sure.
in the double dutch, so that's why maybe I didn't even hear anybody talk about it though.
All right, so
But you know, also on Saturday, we had our mega stepping and walking
Oh yes,
workshop.
yes.
oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That was Sherry
I
Gordon.
think that some people don't know the legends of stepping, the premier stepping instructional team that was in that room.
Yes.
We had Claudel Jackson, who really has been an instructor to so many instructors.
Since the
Right.
early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. He's been around.
Man, and he don't go anywhere to teach nobody no dancing.
Right.
But we got him to come to the Heritage Ball this year, and not just come, but be a premier instructor in this magnitudinal workshop. That was 4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours.
They put
You had
in work.
Claudel Jackson. You had the incomparable tall Rick Witherspoon.
Yep.
The phenom himself, Drew Alexander, the amazing and just sort of my favorite. Sorry, I know I'm biased. Charice Simmons. You had
No, you're not
Sherry
biased.
Gordon. You had the queen of spins herself, Sherry.
Wait a minute.
Gordon
Hold
out
up.
of
Hold on.
Detroit.
Hold on.
Okay.
Speaking of Charice Simmons. Speaking of Charice Simmons.
She is probably outside. You need me to step away and go get her.
Yes, please.
But
Please.
wait a
Okay.
minute. Before you
Now-
leave, say the last instructor.
Oh, how can we forget her?
I wasn't gonna let you forget my Angie. But go ahead.
We are talking about Angie Fane, and I don't think people really know who she is. She gives the Jules and Gent set in Phoenix,
Which we will be
that's
at.
an amazing weekend,
Mhm.
and she got to close that door. She was there as one of the instructors. These people don't understand I think combined, that might have been about 400 years of stepping experience in that
In
room.
Wow.
one room. Yeah.
4
K-
hours, $50.
4 hours, $50.
Yeah.
And
KM.
they had about 70 people in the room.
Yes.
Wow.
And one of
It
the
was
persons in the room was her.
it was crowded. There she is. There's Charice Simmons. What's up, Charice Simmons? How you doing?
Hey.
Charice, did you have fun this weekend?
I did.
That's always a beautiful thing. I always like it when I see you in the building, girl.
Charnice made me drop a couple tears singing. That was a nice thing.
We gonna get to
I know.
that. We gonna get to that.
Oh my goodness. Everybody said that you were very emotional. Yeah.
She
that
was. She was standing right over there by me trying to shed tears. I seen you. But it's okay though, because you know what I'm saying? We get it. We understand. Cheryl Head, I'm going to come to Dallas and put a gag on you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
No, the hell with y'all, smart ass. I'm not dealing with y'all today. Anyway,
I don't know.
Cheryl had something going on over there.
It's always
But
something
they
going on
gotta
with her.
read
I'm
about
not-
that
no,
workshop,
see,
that
look,
mega
I got,
workshop.
I'm reading, because we read the comments as we go down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting mad shout outs. People love y'all to death. And Charnice, of course, you are a phenomenal person. And you do a wonderful job in helping this community stay on track. So, I'm always in your corner as well. So, you
Thank you.
keep doing what you do.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Um,
Right.
Tell us about the workshop, Charice.
Yeah, talk about the workshop a little bit. Look at her.
Oh.
Look, she like, what? See, this how I had to get Charice, because, you know, she be ducking me all the time. Come on, Charice, tell us about the workshop. Tell us about the workshop, Charice.
Definitely, I do. We had about 70 people in that workshop on Saturday. And so we worked together. You know, Claudel is one of my instructors. You know, when I was learning back in the 80s, Claudel was one of the ones who kind of helped me perfect what I was doing. So it was an honor to me, you know, to be working with my instructor. And then Rick, you know, that's my buddy, person I love to dance with. Drew, you know, he's phenomenal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Angie Faye's been my friend for 30-something years.
And my homie right there.
And Sherry was with us too. So it was a good workshop. And we do pretty well. We kind of figure out, well, I give out some secrets on this. So when we get together and we meet and it's like, okay, who's doing the beginners? I don't do no beginners. But it's all in fun. Then you had Claudel was like, I love beginners. All right. Okay. Rick liked beginners too.
Yeah, that's
What was
what's
the
up.
walking part of the workshop?
The walking part was the last hour.
Okay.
We were doing a lot of fine tuning. My thing is here is with the guys and even with the women, because they come from all over, being taught by different instructors.
Right.
And these instructors is not telling these folks what they need to be doing.
Damn, who she sound
You
like?
know, so it's a huge problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a huge problem. So, you know, you have the beginner men and they want to be great. And the ones who want to dance, I'll spend time with them. But it's terrible. It's truly terrible.
So what do you
Sorry.
think do people need to do to solve this problem?
Well, it's kind of hard for that, Poppy, you know, because I'm not getting ready to travel like that. And it's not enough of us left to do that. You know,
Yep.
it's hard.
And it's like I was just saying, I was mentioning earlier, you know, there's a new generation starting to really come into the fold of this dance. And it's very important that people like yourself, Charice, and others who have the history and the understanding and the knowledge to make sure that we try and drive as much of that home so that it doesn't get too far off the rails in this process, because the changing of the guard is happening right before our eyes right now.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's sad though.
I mean, like, be honest. I
Yeah.
guess that, but it's terrible.
No, people need the honesty
It's
though,
like,
because
you
they
know,
paying.
growing up in this dance, that was the first thing you need to know how to do was hand and feet coordination. It wasn't numbers. You know, they're trying to make a big deal about numbers. It wasn't that learning at one time. So it's hard to teach a class, 100 people in a class, and don't give them no numbers. This shit is impossible.
Right.
You know, but further than that, these instructors, I don't know, we have to figure out something to do it, but these babies and get it.
Yeah.
And so we spend a lot of time correcting. And most people come in and they ask you, okay, so what you teaching today? You teaching footwork? And it's like, you ain't got no balance in your dance. So how you asking for some footwork? No.
Right. I can dig it.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Y'all need to have a whole inside stepping with Charice Simmons.
I'm looking forward to that.
Like, this what you brought me here for?
We're gonna be there
ain't got
soon
no
with
filter.
cameras and all.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go to Charice's studio and do this interview. That's going to be the best place
Look
for
at
that.
her.
Look at
Look at her face.
look. We coming to Shah
You
Rashawn.
should
We coming to
come,
check
yeah.
you out, Charice Simmons.
And
Okay.
well, come on.
We'll be home next month. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We coming. We coming to the house next month. So get ready in March.
Wait a minute. When is your boot camp?
The first one is actually Friday,
Okay.
March 1st through the 3rd.
Charice,
That's
do
the
us a
first
favor.
one.
Plug your
Kicks
boot
off
camp.
2024.
Plug your boot camp right now.
Huh?
Plug your boot camps.
Well, this particular weekend that's coming up, it's closed. We're full, so I'm not accepting anymore. I had to rearrange some dates it was out of my control. So once I get my dates together.
Well, what I
it'll
want
be
you to do,
finished.
Charice, is you don't necessarily have to give a time frame, but give people an idea, an overview of what it is that you offer so that they get an idea of what they're getting.
It's a 3-day intense boot camp. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're with me and my team for like 4 to 5 hours a day. And we're working on where your weaknesses are to make you stronger. To get you to understand the fundamentals, what the dance is. And that's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
Can they be a beginner?
Working on your fundamentals, get you stronger. What are you saying, Poppy?
Can they be a beginner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they probably better if they're a beginner. They ain't got to break bad
And
habits.
most of them are beginners.
Look, they ain't got to break them bad habits they learned.
Yeah, but most of them are beginners. Because if you dancing and no offense to any city, if I call out a city, let's say Oklahoma. If you learn in Oklahoma and you said you've been dancing for 3 years, that's 6 weeks to us.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because
that's
they
true.
don't get the everyday dance.
Oh my
When you're
God,
not
okay,
from
shut
Chicago,
up.
you got to understand that when you say, and she's absolutely right, when you say, oh, I've been dancing for a year, and you might have danced once a month for a year at a set, or you might have traveled a little bit and you got in, that's like you just said, Charice, that you really don't have no time in. You just don't. Especially if you live in Chicago, you can go step 7 days a week, damn near all day, every day almost. People in Chicago, and it's even more sad the people who are actually in that city that can't dance, because there's no reason if you're from the city of Chicago that you cannot get out on that floor and do your thing, because you got all the people in the world who know this dance backwards and forwards in the club every day. The rest of the country, not so much. So yeah.
Somebody put up, that's Miss Dabney. She said, y'all, she is tough.
Diane Dabney of the
Yeah, I
Dynamic
don't play no
Dabneys.
games. I don't play no games. And I don't want to hear you whining. Stop whining. Get it done.
That's why I know not to even come,
Get
because
your
I'm a
basics-
whine.
Get your basics done.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So let's move on. The workshop was phenomenal. A
Saturday
lot of
night.
people. Huh?
What'd you say?
We got going to Saturday night.
We getting there right now. Let's go. Saturday night.
And I had on a cute red dress. Did y'all see my red dress?
We seen you.
I
You
didn't
was
see
get-
Shawnee Saturday.
Wait a minute. You
I
know
had on
what?
a
Now
red
that you
dress,
mention
girl.
it,
Go on and find them pictures.
you know what? But I'm gonna tell you something. I literally ran into people on Sunday that I hadn't seen all weekend, and they had been there the whole time. That's how big this
Yeah.
doggone event was. I literally
Yeah,
was
it
running. I was like, oh, hey, I didn't know you was here. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
But we got onto the mega workshop for the stepping and the walking 4-hour intensive workshop, but we didn't even talk about the day party.
No, we can already get to that,
Saturday.
because that was during and after.
The workshop
right,
was going
right
on.
quick. Brett Sykes says she definitely not lying. She whipped our ass down here in Houston. Okay, so I'm just Brett giving you a shout out, Shawnee. He said, y'all, you came out there and put it on him. Okay.
Oh my God.
But
Yes.
so okay, moving to the getting toward the main event. Now,
No,
what?
she said you got
What
to
did
do
she
the
say?
day party.
Oh dang, that's right. I'm tripping. My bad. You just said that. Okay. Day
We all
party.
excited.
I'm gonna say this again. Y'all don't understand. Look, y'all know I talk about a lot of events, and I talk about, what I like about them and things like that. Before I go any further, I'm about to piss a bunch of people off.
Uh-oh.
Heritage Ball. What you slamming your hand on the desk for? She hate when I do this. I don't care. I am still a patron of this dance. Just because I'm inside stepping don't mean I don't have my opinion.
Yeah, we do. We pay to go to events. too.
You damn right. And I'm gonna say this right now. Right off the rip.
Oh boy. Right.
I'm about to say it right now.
It's the Chicago.
GDI
Club.
just set the bar so damn high. Y'all gonna have to work to catch them. GDI, Good Deeds International, Heritage Ball is number 1 on my list of top events to attend. Period, hands down. You want to beat that? You want me to?
GDI's been holding that status for.
No. Well, but see, here's the thing, Sharnice. While
Yeah, because we
I
were
don't,
going when it was back in the.
I don't
2008,
disagree with
9.
you. I don't disagree, but you got to remember, we still had Stepaganza going on. We still had other events that would not, they would, I don't want to say parallel, because they all have their own good traits. But I would just say my top 5 rather than say number wise. But after this event, especially after a 4-year
same.
layoff, For y'all to come back the way y'all did, game over. Game over.
It was a strong comeback.
Game over. It was like you
Thank
never
you.
left.
Thank you.
So
That means the world to us. We worked really, really hard to put this event together. And so we learn from our mistakes. We work really hard. We work together. We fight. We love on each other. Our group is tight, and there's not a lot of us putting this group together, this event together. We just work hard because we believe in it. We believe in the Heritage Ball.
And you listen
And I
to
would say outside of a party in Chicago, y'all the largest.
yeah,
Y'all
definitely,
have like
absolutely.
2,500 strong.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, when we talk about the numbers, we talked about the tables earlier. My estimation, now you tell me, Melanie, if I'm off. By my estimation, based on the amount of tables that were sold alone and full, based on the amount of additional tables that were added the next night, plus the seats that were added around the room, I'm going to say y'all were anywhere between 1,700 and above 2,000, somewhere in that neighborhood, easily for the entire weekend. And that includes people who left on Friday or Saturday or whatever, or people who came in and out from other events.
Yeah.
I'm going to say y'all went over 2,000 people. Now, I don't know nobody else that's doing that. Stepaganza was the only thing that I know of that was turning them kind of numbers besides y'all.
Right.
So what's the numbers, Melanie? I know you the number lady.
Not yet. You got the number.
I do the dollar number.
Oh,
I would have
okay.
to say we were right at 2,000, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
It was amazing how many people we had who didn't buy tickets online. We were very busy at the will call ticketing desk in the front of the event on Saturday night. So many people thought we sold out because we turned off the online sales portal. We had to turn it off because we had to get the will call straightened out. If we, it would have been all messed up. You're trying to do will call during the event, so we have to shut that down. But we still sold tickets at the door, and those were some robust ticket sales.
Oh man, that's beautiful. So, and now also you had a la carte. Y'all had the ability to come to any one part of the event.
Which is so smart.
Right.
I don't know why people don't want to do that. People want to charge you for the whole weekend, but I only want to come Saturday night. I think you should have a la carte prices.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
I do. I agree with that. I think that's great because it gives people an opportunity to get in where they fit in.
right.
Everybody may not have $150 to spend on a weekend pass, but they may just want to come hang out during Saturday during the day. And the Saturday day party was only $20.
Or you have the money and you just don't want to take off Friday from work. I just want to come on Saturday.
That part.
Right.
So we love the fact that we work really hard to make sure that our guests have options.
Yes.
They have
smart.
options.
Very good.
Promoters take notes.
That's right. I told you they could put on a clinic. They could put on a whole clinic.
You gonna force me to $150 to come for a Saturday? That's $300 for both of us. No, I'm not coming to your event. And then my 4 girlfriends is not coming either.
Right, because
So-
usually no matter what city Poppy and I land in, we got people there. And they always want to come fellowship and hang out with us. So, we like it when they do the a la carte because they get to come in and hang out with us for a night and get on down. So that's always a good thing.
We have so many people, Atlanta is a huge mecca for Black people.
Yes.
Right? So we have so many people who come in from out of the country who have family here.
Right.
So they may not want to come the whole weekend. They want to hang out with their family. So just being able to have that a la carte option is really, really something that we believe in and we have to do.
Yes.
Now, we have a question. Sean wants to know, Mel, can you announce the website cutoff date for next year?
Damn, already? I don't think they can do that now.
That might be a little premature, Sean, but huh?
First of all, let me say, in that question, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliment, right? But we have not announced our dates for next year. We're still working on some logistical things on our end. Just keep looking at heritageball.com, look on Heritage Ball page on Facebook, talk to your friends. I promise you, when the announcement comes, it's going to come big.
And inside stepping,
Well,
Yes.
somebody now, Felicia Jackson B wants to know, when will there be a fire sale?
We're not having a fire sale this year because, like I just said,
They don't need
we are
it.
They
still
don't
trying
need
to
it.
finalize those dates. So we're not having a fire sale this year.
Okay.
But when we get a chance to start talking about the value of that weekend pass, and we start talking about what you get,
Man.
Yeah, you don't need a fire
the
sale.
This
fire
is-
sale,
To be honest
it
with
really is the price that we sell really is almost like a fire
I was just
sale.
getting ready to say that
Yeah.
$150
Yeah.
is a fire sale, to be honest with you, for everything. Look, my audience knows I stay on promoters about their pricing because some of this stuff is ridiculous. And I think we've become so accustomed, and it's become so normalized for us to just accept what we get for that $150 for those promoters that charge that much money. And then you turn around and you come to a Heritage Ball and you go, whoa, hold on. Y'all sure I don't owe you some more money? Like, man.
Look, people on there said no sale needed. I agree. There's no, if you're a business person, they don't need a fire sale.
DJ Marky G.
Get
in
your
the
damn
building.
tickets when they announce them. That's
Yeah,
simple
you know,
as that.
and that's really it. And let me tell y'all now. Let me tell you now, up front. And
Because that's a party. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
oh, we
Yeah.
ain't even got to
Yeah.
Sunday.
6 hours
Look,
of dancing in
hold
a
on.
day.
Two parties on Saturday.
Yeah.
2 parties on Friday.
Right.
Look, we ain't even
And then
got
you
to
got 2
Sunday.
different locations on
We
a Thursday?
ain't even hit Saturday night yet, y'all. Hold on. See, this is what I'm saying. So far where we are, the value was already there. We ain't even hit Saturday night and Sunday because y'all don't even understand.
A couple people said they would pay $200.
Yes.
And let me tell
That's
y'all
true.
now, let me tell my audience this right now. I'm telling you now, buy your tables. As soon as they announce this thing, you need to get your table. If you want to be anywhere near them floors, you need to chime in immediately.
So
Yeah.
somebody just said on there, I don't need a sale. I just want my pass for next year. Somebody else said I would pay up to $200. Somebody said
Wow.
they ready to buy their tickets now.
Nice.
How much were the
Nice.
tables?
No sale needed, and so
Oh
on.
my goodness.
Thank you.
How,
Thank you.
how much were the
Thank you.
tables?
The tables were $250, and the reserve tables were $250 if you bought the group. So it was Friday and Saturday nights are the only nights that we have reserved tables. If you bought it single, like just Friday or just Saturday, it was $150. Now, we had some people who are real confused about the reserved table sales, thinking that for the $200 for Friday and Saturday night, that included admission. No, I'm sorry.
That does not include admission. Each one of these tables seats 10.
So you buy your ticket $150 and you pay $250 for your table
$25.
and you get it for Friday and Saturday night. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's also since
How the
we,
hell?
Additional $25.
go ahead.
Excuse me. I was just saying, how the hell somebody think that was part of the? They've been buying tables for years. Now all of a sudden they think the table price was included in admission.
I don't know.
Well-
It might be our fault because we used to manage that entire table process, but this year we really streamlined how we manage that.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been a little bit of confusion caused by us. So again, we apologize for that. But we tried to make it easier because we used to manage everybody's name. So, if you've got a table of 10 and we would manage all your
Right.
individual guests. And then someone in our group who is our genius president, Cheryl Poe, she said, why are we doing all that? Let the people buy the tables and then they manage their own.
There you go.
guests.
Absolutely.
I was
And there were some
that's so
prominent.
simple. Yes.
There were very prominent. I went around and looked at some of the table names, and I saw lots of prominent people had their tables, 2 and 3 of them, as a matter of fact. They didn't-
Drew had 5 or 6.
Yeah, Drew alone had. I know I counted what 3 or 4. He had. I don't even remember how many he had, but certain individuals had multiple tables.
I
They
know
had a
Houston
whole
had
crew.
about five
Yeah.
tables.
Yes.
While we're on this whole cost factor, before we get into Saturday night, let me say this also to the audience. One of the main turnoffs, I think, for a lot of people when they initially announced this event last year was the hotel costs. Now, don't get it twisted. Everybody is not in the same economic position, and that's perfectly understandable. But I want y'all to know this right here. Let me put this out there now. That hotel is connected by Skywalk to 2 other hotels. Right, I'm talking right across the street. You didn't even have to go outside. And the cost of those hotels was less than the host hotel. Now, I'm not trying to drive traffic away from there, but some people are on a bit of a budget and they still want to attend the event. Just know you got Airbnb. You got a million other things you can do.
It's Atlanta. It's downtown. There's tons of hotels.
There's a million other things you could do to be a part of this event without completely breaking the bank if you ain't got it like that.
But being in Atlanta, if you stay at another hotel, you still paying for parking or you going Uber. So time you add all that up, you might as well probably stay at the host hotel.
Exactly.
That part.
That's
Because
exactly
the
right.
ain't cheap.
That's exactly
And
right.
that skywalk closed at a certain time, so then you had to walk your butt
the Hilton.
outside.
And walk around. Because they had to walk around for
Right.
because the after party, they went around the hotel to get to the after party. But
Yes.
now, the one beautiful thing is, of course, this event is held in one location. You ain't got to go nowhere. As a matter of fact, one of the other cool points was this hotel, you could walk up a flight and around the corner and back, and it was a food court. They had a CVS drugstore over there. All the
Gus's
different kind of food you could want.
Mediterranean food, Japanese
Chick-fil-A.
food, Chick-fil-A.
They had some of everything over there.
You was in there, huh, Papa?
I had Mediterranean food one day. The food was good. Yes, they had some vegan spots up in there.
A great nail salon in there too, because I got my toes and fingers.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
did see that. I was wondering.
Yeah, that little
And they
food
were
court,
really
and we
good,
never
too.
had to go
Okay.
outside. You never had to leave the building. Everything was right there.
So look, you can come with
And
your
let me-
nails raggedy, get your nails done. You got a makeup artist,
You can
and you
buy
got a
clothes.
hairstylist. You straight.
And
Just
you
come
can buy
on
your
down.
outfit. You can literally walk into the Heritage Ball off the street and get straight get gussied up. You can get it everything you need.
They even had a barber.
They had a barber there. They had a hairstylist there.
Did you say Gussie?
Gussie.
Did you
I
say
went old
gussied
school
up?
on you. I said gussied up. Look, you can
Until he got family from Memphis.
hey, I got a country streak in me too. Look, don't get me to talking like that now. Hold on. I lived in Memphis for a little while. Don't get me started. You could have got. They had a barber there.
Gussie.
You could get your hair done, ladies. They had a beautician there. They had all the clothes there, all the jewelry there.
Yes.
You could have went and got your nails done. Well, Shanice got her nails done. They had shoes, fellas. They had hats.
Yes.
They
I
had
didn't see
ties.
those shoes.
Yes, they had some
They
nice
had
shoes.
everything. You
saw
name
more
it,
men's shoes than I
it
saw
was
women's.
there. You literally could walk in off
Did
the
you-
street with nothing, no luggage or nothing, and get dressed at right there.
Papa gave us selling women's shoes.
Yes. There was women's shoes, there was men's shoes. They had jackets.
That man had
they even
suits.
had, yeah,
The
they
guy
had
had
suits. They even
suits.
had
That
jackets
suit
with the
man,
Heritage
that
Ball on the
suit
back of
man.
them. Huh?
Oh my gosh, that man must have had about 200 suits over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't have you could just literally come with an empty suitcase.
That vendor space
yes,
was a
yes,
small
yes.
mall. I saw a pair of shoes that
really
I
was.
really liked and I was like, he's like, what size you wear? I said 12. He was like, I ain't getting 11. I'm like, dang. Somebody got the 12.
You don't want to do like the
already.
women try to squeeze your
No,
feet in.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Now you see the women's toes hanging off the shoes.
Let me add
I cut a
something
hole
that
in
I
the
think
front of it,
about
let my toe
the
stick out.
What'd you say, Melanie?
I want to add another thing about the host hotel that's really, I don't think a lot of people got this.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally get off the plane at the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport and catch the MARTA, which is our train,
Yep.
right into that
And it lets you
mall,
right
which
off.
is the Peachtree Center where all that food court was, and walk into the hotel without even having to go outside.
That part.
So you don't have to have a car.
That's right.
Very, very
You
convenient.
don't have to have a car.
That's right. You can catch
is
the
very
train from the
convenient.
airport and land right at the hotel.
Yes.
Never go outside and walk straight through the hotel to the lobby,
Never
check in,
go
and go to your
outside.
room. Game over.
Yes, we one of the things that I don't think people get, one of our taglines is we are a one-stop shop.
And that's the
That's
truth.
it. And you hit the nail on the head when you said you don't have to come with nothing. You might need to bring one piece of empty luggage so you can buy everything you need.
Yep.
to
And
go
take it home with you. There you
You
go.
can get off that plane. You can get off the plane, get on MARTA, the train, get to the hotel, buy your shoes, they got everything you need at CVS, right?
Yep.
For
There
your
it is.
understuff.
Get your toiletries. You can get
And
it all.
then that's it.
Oh, we forgot the
had
fragrance.
hairstylists. Yes, we had fragrance. We had hairstylists. This lady
Yep.
was selling some concoction that she rubbed on your feet if your feet hurt.
Mm.
And I went ahead and bought some of that myself.
I missed that
We had
one.
makeup
I got a
artists.
sample. She
So
gave me
did
a
you?
sample. It's
Yes,
in there. Yeah.
it was
Okay.
good stuff.
Look here. Everything you could possibly
Good
think
stuff.
or want
Yes.
was there. That I mean,
I know I
that-
supported 4 vendors.
Yeah. And I wanted to support another one of the vendors. Y'all know I love my jewelry, right? I love all my stuff. So I was literally, there was a guy there. I'm talking about, he's a silversmith and a lapidary like me. That means he cuts his stones and he does his
He's a
his
silversmith.
setting. Baby, listen, he has some badass jewelry.
Yeah, he
and
did.
I'm going to be shopping with
He
him. I make
did.
jewelry, but I promise you I'm going to be shopping with him because my man has some cold pieces. And he also
Yes,
got me
he
where,
did. I saw that.
yeah, he has some bad stuff in there. So okay, now we gonna finally go to Saturday night, the main event.
Yep. Okay. The attire was
Yes.
black
Black tie.
right? Explain that, Melanie, because
Black
I
tie.
don't think some people
Yeah.
still don't understand it. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. Somebody
Sure
said I
you're
was
not.
hurting feelings
Yeah.
when I
Sure
said
you're not.
about the table thing. But explain black tie, because I don't think
Oh.
everybody, as kids, you can go to church and all of that. That's where you learn all that stuff from your family, right?
So black tie really does, for a man, for a man or a woman, it's formal wear. Formal wear for women usually is a gown, and formal wear for a man usually is a tuxedo. So any combination that you could put together that represented that, we allow that. We are strictly no jeans. We are not about your athletic wear. We want everybody to be black tie elegance so that we can show black elegance, black excellence. And that's what that whole thing is about.
Now, right quick, let me give a shout out for the exception that y'all did make in this case. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to get this man his props. There's a fella by the name of Nathaniel Williams out of Huntsville, Alabama. He showed up in uniform. He literally just got out of drill. Military man.
Yeah.
Drove from Huntsville, Alabama, just in time to get the beginning of the event. He came and he talked to me for a little while. He got his dance on. He turned around, he got back in his car, and he went back to Huntsville, Alabama the same night because he had duty the next morning.
Wow.
Now that is dedication. And brother, thank you for your service. Real talk.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your
I
service.
know that's
we
right.
appreciate that. Absolutely.
And he has an event.
Yeah, he's the
Also-
host of the Stepping Out in Pink in Huntsville, Alabama. Y'all look that one up. That's on April 20th of 2024.
And they donate
19th through the 20th.
And they donate, I think, some money
yes.
for breast cancer.
Yes, they have a whole the Kimberly, what is it, Foundation, the Cancer Foundation.
I don't know, but just look him up, tag him, Nathaniel Williams.
Yeah.
But that's some true dedication. Get off from work, drive down
That is.
there,
Kimberly
party,
Fells
and then
Jones
drive back.
Foundation.
Yes.
Yep. So that I just
Yes.
wanted to shout him out right quick, just so y'all understand how serious this is to some people. Okay, now
Saturday night, she was explaining the attire.
I want y'all to understand we are an hour and 30 minutes into this, and we just getting to the main event.
Wow.
And y'all tell me this ain't wasn't worth $150? You crazy? Let's go.
Okay, Saturday night. You take off, Miss Melanie.
Saturday night was absolutely incredible. I just want to say that we had a comedian, we had
Wait.
the masters of
She
music.
said, wait.
You didn't have just a comedian,
Again,
Yeah, it wasn't just a
I mean,
comedian.
he was hilarious.
but you didn't just have a comedian, somebody just any old Joe Blow comedian. Tell who the comedian was.
It was Damon Williams out of Chicago. Let me say this. You talked about the gentleman that drove from Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Damon Williams literally got off the Capital City Jazz Cruise Saturday morning, caught a flight from Miami to Atlanta to be with us on Saturday night.
Wow. Well,
That
I'm gonna say
was
this.
incredible, and that was so gracious.
Yes.
He tore it up too.
And he was funny.
He tore it up. He was hilarious. Dude had
That's
me
what
rolling.
that's what they say. Yes.
Okay.
Masters of Music on Saturday. Of course, we have the incomparable Mellow Chris. We love him. He has been with us. Mellow Chris was our first DJ. Mellow Chris and Calvin, they were our first DJ for our solo night affair with the first. It wasn't even called a Heritage Ball back then, but we were celebrating our heritage of stepping in Atlanta. So we have morphed that into where it is now. And then we had somebody who a lot of people have come to know and love, and that is Myron R.
R.
So on Sunday night, we had both of those. We want to give a big shout out to a new person for us, and that was our MC, partner MC with the absolutely, y'all almost left me, with the absolutely amazing, he is the master of ceremony
Truly.
for every place that he goes, and that is Pete Frazier. We love you, Pete. Yay.
Yeah, Pete did what
But
Pete
this year,
what
we
Pete
added a
does.
little twist. Yes, that is what he does. And we added a little twist, and we brought in, from Chicago originally, but he is the host and premier host of Atlanta's First Fridays, and that was Dwayne Chicken Wing Perkins.
No,
And
you
we
supposed to say
love
the man,
him.
the myth, the legend, Chicken Wang. You dig? That Chicken Wang. He did a
And our
fantastic
Saturday
job.
night affair, again, it went from 9 p.m. until 3 a.m.
Now,
3 a.m.
Now let me clarify for my audience. Now y'all heard that right. On Friday night, it went till 3 a.m. and somebody had an after party. On Saturday night, it went till 3 a.m. and somebody had an after party. I'm just saying. Okay, but now, one of the things that always stands out to me at an event like this, where there are not many, is the beauty in the room. The way these clothes and attitudes make the people who are wearing them feel, and that transfers to all of the other people around the room, and it makes everyone feel great. And for my money, the fellowship was phenomenal. People were in their best space this weekend, and I have nothing but praise for what I witnessed.
Some badass outfits, men and women. Everybody looked good. Everybody looked good.
Yes.
And it was your birthday.
Yes.
Happy
It was your
birthday
birthday.
to you.
You 29?
26 and a half.
Okay.
Now let me
okay.
say
You know,
that your musical engineers for the evening, Mellow Chris and Myron the R, they went there. They went there. They lit that spot up. The floor was packed.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. And,
Yes.
and Calvin, he DJ'd that night, right?
Was Calvin up there Saturday?
Was Calvin?
no, he wasn't
No.
there Saturday.
He was up
I
there
thought it
Sunday. It was Sunday.
Oh,
Sunday
okay. I
Calvin
thought it
was
was
on.
3 DJs.
No, it was up there. He was up there Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
And shout out to the lady DJs who did their work during the workshop and at the day parties.
That was DJ Kells out of Milwaukee and DJ Sizzle,
DJ Sizzle.
out of is she out of North Carolina? I can't remember, but she is. They let me tell you, these ladies tore it up. They got busy. They really got busy, and so we are so proud to be on the forefront of making sure that women are represented in that DJ lane.
Somebody put up, don't
Shout out
forget
to them.
DJ Cross. He was
We
at-
already mentioned DJ
Yeah,
Cross.
we said that earlier for the
did
day
his,
party.
he did his thing. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Cross is always
From
he's
Chicago.
Cross is like
we
a
had
Cross.
We had Rodney Mack, we had everybody.
Right.
Yep.
Rodney
If you
was
was
on
looking
Sunday.
for a DJ on this weekend, you was in trouble.
Yeah. There was no DJs. They were all at the Heritage Ball.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
DJ Cross is always a sure bet. You can never go wrong with him on your set.
Alrighty, so we talked about everybody's outfits Saturday night. We talked about earlier bringing the extra tables in. Oh, so you know how people talk. I had little people say, "Oh, it was no water on Saturday night. It was no water at the day parties." I said it was water on Saturday.
They just
It was
didn't know where to
machines right over there by the door. They were black. They blended in with everything, and it was cups on the tray. I said, I think I took a picture of it. So I know I got water from there, and I came in with an empty bottle. and filled up
There
later
was
on that
plenty
night.
of water
So,
at the day
'cause,
party and the night party.
some people's complaining the water was $8, but it definitely was free water in there. So they had 100 and something
Thank you.
ambassadors. They could have asked, right?
Yes.
They could have asked, but it definitely was water there.
That's what the ambassadors are for. You gotta
Yes.
ask questions.
But
Yes.
it was water.
You gotta ask
Yeah,
questions.
it was water in the corners of the room. Now I told Brian, I can't
Yes.
speak for the day parties because I didn't get any water at the day parties. But he said he saw.
There was
he
water.
said
There was water.
He said it was water at the day party because he saw
And
Tori
I
over there
know
getting some
for a
water.
fact it was there because I saw Tory Jones over there with a big old cup going to work trying to get water out of that thing.
Yes.
So,
Yep. Can't say it wasn't water because I was like, I got water out the thing. Nope.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let's not forget
And
my
we know
man.
that water is crazy.
Hmm?
But that's the hotel prices.
Yeah.
We don't get to tell them what to charge for their stuff.
Yeah.
So
Any hotel you go
we
to,
try
it's a
provide
cost.
some water.
And-
But
and
like
let's
you
not
said,
forget-
those things did blend in.
Yeah, they
did
did. They
blend in with that
did.
water.
But you just but again, y'all had all those ambassadors walking around. All they had to do was ask. I mean, sometimes just because stuff is not immediately obvious doesn't mean that it's not there. Shout out to my man DJ Pony Mac, who also tore up the day set. You can always count on Mac. Mac tear it up. He ain't nothing to play with.
Yes.
All righty. So we went all through Saturday night from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.
What sets did Shorty Smooth? Did Shorty Smooth play Friday night on the main event? Or was
I
it
thought
the
he
day
did
party?
day party.
Okay.
He played
No.
he played Thursday.
Oh, he played
Look.
Thursday.
All I'm
She
gonna say
cheated
is
back.
they had all the
DJ
DJs in the whole
slid
country.
in.
Shorty Smooth played on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
They had all the DJs in the country in Atlanta this weekend. So if you gave a party, I don't know who was DJing for you, but it wasn't one of these. 16.
I like how you slid on in there, Miss Charnice.
Yes.
They said they shut the VFW Post 4706 down because DJ Lonnie.
He was at the Heritage Ball.
Okay.
He was doing his thing. Everybody was at the Look, I said on the show, if you ain't here, you somewhere else. And that means you in the wrong place. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, so did somebody say Pony Mac? Pony Mac DJ?
Yeah.
What day was that?
He was he
Yes,
did the day party.
absolutely.
He was
Oh.
downstairs.
He was at the day party.
Girl, that day party
Yes.
was a blur.
Black Pool.
Time you got through dancing in that night party, I don't even know what I was there, but I don't know who was up there. So,
Yeah, it all became a blur. Shit.
and
But,
God forbid if you was drinking or had an edible
right.
or you did both. You really didn't know what was going on.
And I'm sure there's plenty of folks that did both. But
Oh my goodness.
All right, so now we're
Cut it
gonna
out.
wake up. Oh yes, the Jello shots. They was passing
Who had
Jello
Jell-O
shots.
shots? I missed that.
I had 3 Jello shots at the day party.
See no Jello shot.
Yeah,
Right.
they did have Jello shots at the day party, and they was strong too.
At the day party.
Yes, the day parties.
Yes.
They was passing free
Yes.
Jello shots out.
damn it, boy.
Yeah.
Did they do daiquiris too?
No.
The Jello shots were something that was coordinated by our community affairs liaison, Kimberly Davis.
Okay.
She does a great job of getting those there. Oh my gosh, they are always a super hit.
Yes.
We're
That's my
supposed
buddy,
to give
Kim.
out one per person. And I saw people walking around trying to they was negotiating. Let me have your green one and then you can get my orange one. But if you won't get that, I need 2 of the red ones.
Yeah, the Jello shots was that was like
You did? No.
2 shots in one.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah, shout out
really
to my
was.
girl Kim Davis. That's
They
my
were
little
good.
homie right there. Okay.
Yes. Yes. She does a
Sweet
great
as she
job.
can be.
And she also is our coordinator for all of the birthday celebrations as well.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Ooh, I'm
she
glad
does
you
a
brought
great
that
job
up.
with that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
glad,
glad
she
you
did
brought
too.
that up.
Okay, so go on.
The Heritage Ball had what I believe has to be the world's largest birthday dance that I've ever seen at an event. They had a line of birthday people with lines behind them doing the birthday dance like we do at every small set. Every dance floor was full. I've never seen a birthday dance that big.
Yeah, it was long.
I think y'all hold a record on that one. Real talk. Yeah, y'all got that locked in.
It was like birthday.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh man.
What she say?
Well, it's so crazy because during the Heritage Ball, I'm usually with the will call and the ticketing, so I don't really get into the ballroom. But this year, I snuck in there for the birthday dance. I have missed that birthday dance at least 2 years because I don't get up from the table. But this year, I got to get in there. But I only danced I danced about 3 songs and I
You dipped
Dip
out.
out. Get your dip on. Okay. Now,
So-
Yeah.
go ahead.
So now
We still on Saturday night.
yeah, we still on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. So now,
Mhm.
there are not enough words, in my opinion, to give a good description of what we witnessed and experienced. You can see something in this life, and you can witness something. What we did this weekend was witness something. There's a big
I
difference
love it.
in between
Yes.
the two.
I love that.
And that was just, like I said again, till 3 a.m. And they literally had to have security put people out of the room. That's how serious it was.
Yes.
Every
Oh,
night,
my
security
goodness.
had to come and sweep the room. Okay, everybody out. That was insane. And they didn't want to leave.
It is crazy.
But they hit the
They
after
went to the
party.
after party.
They hit the after party, though. 3 a.m., y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Now, for those of us
Oh,
who went to
goodness.
sleep, like me, we got up on Sunday morning. Hell, I don't even remember what we did Sunday morning. What all went on? Oh, I remember now. we had to start getting ready.
They
We
had
had to try to
church.
squeeze some food in. My man Dennis Howard Hodges told me about, Pastor D told me about the
worship
service,
service. Mhm.
because he reminded me that I missed it. Thank you, Pastor. And he did the prayer, and they had a young lady that did the service. So he told me it was a very good service because she preached out of Esther. So there we have that. Now, we got ready for the Soul Town Review, which, by the way, was off the chain.
Yes, it was. Really
I'm gonna
nice.
tell y'all now
Yes, it was.
that event,
Yes, it was.
that part of the event. Now, who coordinated that event?
That's the thing that's so beautiful. Our ambassadors take such ownership and pride in our event that some of them actually start and coordinate and brought that to us. So shout out to Gloria, Fancy Dancer, Etherly, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Andrea, Shanita, Rebecca, they did a phenomenal job. That Soul Town Review was a smashing success. And I'm so proud of them. Y'all did an awesome job, ladies.
Yes, it was, and the event
Yes.
itself. Let me say, the selections for the talent was superb.
Yes.
Okay, let me back up. The In Vogue crew. Let me just go there right quick. The In Vogue crew stayed in character all morning. You couldn't tell them they were not in Vogue.
Yeah, they
Even when they wasn't on stage. They literally walked in there in step, dressed
Yes.
to the nines. I'm talking about they came in there and they did that thing. They killed that game.
Yes.
Let me give a shout out to Miss Charice Simmons, who performed Lettucey. And one of the things, if you guys go back and you watch any of our footage from that, you will see that while she is on stage performing, there is a slideshow taking place in the background on one of the big screens with her and my man Tick, which left her a little moist, a little emotional, but she did a phenomenal job. Excellent,
Yeah, it was a
excellent portrayal.
tearjerker.
It was a tearjerker, and we appreciate you for that, Charnice. Thank you. You entertained the hell.
I was
out
sitting
of
there
me.
looking at it, I'm like, oh, now you feeling some type of way. Then I'm like, damn, that's just, it was emotional.
It was.
And then Cheryl's performance with her sisters, I thought that was nice too.
Oh yeah,
Another
I love
emotional
that.
one.
Cheryl got up and started singing as a filler because In Vogue flew in from Cali at that last minute, and and then what Chicken Wing said, oh, they just flew in. So while we were waiting for them, Cheryl got up and performed a song, and all of her sisters got up and sang with her, and I thought that was
Yeah, that was
phenomenal.
really
That was
nice.
beautiful. That was a great moment, a great touch. It was impromptu, but it was fantastic.
Right.
Mr. Pete Frazier,
Joy came.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pete
Keep going.
Frazier, who portrayed y'all help
was
me.
it David Ruffin?
Ruffin.
David Ruffin.
Did his thing, look just like him. You know what I'm saying? He got up there and sang that song. He did that. That was great. Very hot performance. Miss Maddie B, Millie Jackson. She did her thing with that.
Millie
Yes.
Jackson. That was so perfect for her.
Exactly.
Who am I missing? I'm missing. I know. Y'all know which one I'm gonna get.
Joanne
I'm saving the best for last. What's the other ones in between? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Was it Mel?
Joanne Kane.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Joanne Kane. What was the song? Doggone it, I forgot.
I don't remember the song.
Okay, anyway, Joanne Kane
I
did
can't
her
think of
thing.
it.
The guy who did Common.
Oh yeah, Mike B. Mike B
Mike
did
B.
Common,
Mike B.
and he got up and
I love that whole thing. I love that because it wasn't just Common. They was like Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
yeah, they brought the
Yeah.
whole crew
They
in. That
did
was
a whole
cool.
little hip hop thing. I thought that was fly. I liked that.
Yeah.
That was very
Yes.
cool.
At that point, I got up from the table, came in jumping.
Yep, they did an excellent
Right,
job.
they did the hip hop.
Everybody put they in there. You know, they really did that.
I don't want to miss anybody.
You got Quinn. Who
Quinn
did
Oh,
and James
I'm
Brown.
getting to him. He's last. I'm
See,
saving
I
him for
told you
last.
I'm winning.
Oh,
Who else? Who else
Let
am
me
I
say
missing?
this
Um,
before
the-
we even go
oh,
there.
Hurt.
Gloria.
her.
Hurt,
yeah.
yeah.
Michael
And he was
Henderson.
singing
And
for
he
real.
actually sang. He had the microphone literally singing the song.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Michael
her.
Henderson.
And then the lady who did the house song. It was house music.
That was Drea.
Yeah,
Oh,
Drea.
Drea.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Andrea.
Yeah.
Now,
Let me say
Oh,
this.
Josh.
Gloria works really hard throughout the year to put this together. She goes to sets all across the country and she's looking at people's faces. She's watching their energy and she's thinking, hey, I think you would be good as whoever. And she solicits and she recruits and she begs and and those people really came in and put on a show.
and they did a
for her.
fantastic job. Now
So
let
she
me
worked really hard.
let me not forget Josh, October London. He killed that. Who was the young lady that came in and did the
Yes.
second part
Come
on the song?
Josh.
They that was beautiful.
Come
Now,
on, Josh.
how can I forget?
Yes.
How can I forget Ike and Tina Turner, Miss Tika and the Candyman?
can't.
Baby, look,
You cannot.
they came in with full props. They had a drummer back there, a keyboardist, guitar player, and look, and I want to call him Ike. Look, and Candyman was in full character. He was standing up there looking all mean, and they got ready. Look, when they finished the act, he said, he point. Wait a minute, I can't see me on camera. He was like, they all walked off
Yeah.
in character. That
good.
was great. Now, I said all of that. My man Quinn, Q,
Oh man.
James Brown. When I tell you that man
Oh, my
nailed that performance, baby, it was live.
Yes.
He killed the game. He did the James Brown
He killed
moves.
that.
Man, he looked good. He killed it. He murdered it. Great
Yes, he
job.
We
did.
gotta have somebody for
Yes.
next year. He got to do that again, and we need somebody to give him one of them rhinestone capes to add to it.
Yeah, that was
Right,
That was,
because he did that part.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
when James Brown used to have the breakdown on stage.
Yep.
And Maceo used to come out and put
Put
the cape over
on
him,
him
yeah.
and walk him out, and then he
Yep.
would turn around and start singing again. Quinn had all of
Yes,
that.
he
down.
did. He
it
had to
down.
watch his videos like
Yes.
5,000 times because he had it, and the video was playing in the
right.
background
He
with
was matching
everybody.
the video.
Yes,
Right.
that
So-
was awesome.
That was really good.
Right.
So-
and shout out to Sharvin out of North Carolina. He put all our the audio visual pieces on those screens.
Okay.
He put that together.
Okay.
He killed that as well.
Oh, and speaking of which, shout out to
Yes.
y'all sound people. They did a phenomenal job. The sound was great in the room. For a room that big, it's got to be difficult to make that sound do what it did this weekend. They had it full.
Yeah,
the room
everything
was full.
sounds good.
It was full of music. That was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now,
That was
This is
Virgo
around the time-
Productions with Mr. Cox, and that's Stan Hall with Salt and Pepper Productions.
okay.
They did not just the sound, but also the lighting. Did y'all see that?
Yes.
Lighting
Yes.
stuff moving all around.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
They did a great
And the
job.
lights kept changing colors and
Yes.
just changing hues. I thought it was gorgeous.
You know, it's hard to take pictures with the blue lights.
Yeah, blue lights are bad for
It,
cameras.
it messes up cameras.
But we did our job, so
Yeah,
that's all that
yeah.
matters. Now, this is around the time where we started getting ready to get to the airport because we had been getting reports from people that were already at the airport that it was super duper crowded and it was a big old cluster F. So we decided we was gonna get up out of there immediately, which we did. We was packed out and we got ready. We got on down and got back to the airport. But from what I could see on camera, I'm gonna let you fill us in on the rest. They partied all Saturday. I'm sorry, all Sunday day. And then they turned around and did it again Sunday night until 2 a.m.
So wait a minute. I want to.
It was 2. We got out of there. We left at 2.
Oh, my. It was like 3 o'clock. It was like 2:46.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Damn.
They
Okay.
went till 2, 3 in the morning.
Okay, so you know it was 39 hours of dancing just from Thursday to Saturday, if I'm correct.
Y'all danced the whole
So
work
then
week.
you telling me Sunday you did how many hours? How many was the
Was from what?
So you
The
went
dancing?
from what,
The-
2 to 6
Okay.
for the brunch.
2 to 6?
And then you came back at 8 to 3.
Yeah, so let's
And
not.
we did change it. We did not make it all the way to 3. We had to shut it down at 2 because they had to get that room ready for another event. It's crazy how they have to change that
Yeah.
stuff. They really have that thing down to an
And the
hour.
brunch.
But I want to talk a little bit about the brunch.
Yeah. Let's go. Do it.
My word. My word. So a lot of people ask us, for your prices, y'all must be serving food the whole time. That's impossible.
No,
It is
not in that
impossible.
hotel. Can't do it.
It is impossible. But our Sunday brunch, we do everything in our power to make sure that you have a dang on good meal. And
Did you? It was good. Yes, I ate really well.
We ate on Sunday before we left.
So it was
we had-
salad, fruit,
we had salad,
chicken,
we had fruit,
Vegetables.
we had chicken, vegetables,
fried
grits.
wait a minute, fried
bread,
chicken and grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grits.
Fried chicken. We had bacon if you wanted that. We had some sausage. Yeah.
I didn't see the
Oh
sausage.
yeah. You had your choice of protein.
Okay.
On some of them stations, I thought they had some patty sausage.
I know I saw the crispy
Oh, maybe it
bacon.
was the chicken.
Well, let me say this. The buffet
Yeah.
was
So
so
the
big
chicken
and
was
so
too wet.
long, you could have easily missed. Your plate
Yeah,
would be
grilled
full
chicken
before you
fried
got to the end of it. And it was set up on both ends of the hall. The identical buffet was set up on
Yes.
both ends of the hall. So all you had to do was walk through there, get what you saw, go sit down. And I didn't see no shortage of food. Everybody ate.
And I heard that you didn't run out.
No.
I heard
No.
you didn't run out. I heard people
No.
was welcome for seconds at one point.
No.
So
Yes. Yes. And my thing is when you're in a hotel like that, it's not like you can bring food from the outside.
Right.
These are meals that are provided for people that cook for people all day long.
Right.
It's in a big industrial commercial kitchen, and that's where the food is prepared. You don't have to worry about, where that food came from.
right.
And you can only keep it out for a couple of hours.
Yes.
Right.
Safely.
But let me tell you what I love. Exactly. What I loved is after the Soul Town review, we had to switch over the room. So the Soul Town review, we had so many people who stayed an extra couple of hours to make it to the Soul Town review because they wanted to stay. I think we have set a precedent that our Sunday is worth staying for. So we had a lot of people in that room, and we had to clear that room, and everybody had to get in line to prepare for the brunch.
In other words,
But with the weekend armband, what we do is while the room is being prepared, we walk the line and make sure everybody has their food ticket. We make sure they have their appropriate armbands, and then you can go right in. I'm gonna tell you, the line was all the way wrapped
Yes.
around.
Yes,
the
it
atrium,
was.
all the way back to the bathroom.
no, it was past the
And when I
bathrooms.
say
No.
that
No.
line was done.
No, it was past the bathrooms and it wrapped around the hall back to the opposite side where the doors were. I was standing back there talking to somebody. That's how come I know that line was all the way around the hall. Long line.
Yeah, it went past.
And
the
guess
bathroom.
what?
Now,
That line was finished and done with in less than 15 minutes.
sure was. Y'all got it done, man. I'm talking about. That's why I said at the very beginning of this show, the top of the show, y'all's level of efficiency is phenomenal for something this big. Y'all, talk about a well-oiled machine. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
adding
Thank
up
you.
Sunday, that was 50 hours of dancing.
Y'all worked the whole job, a whole 40-hour work week plus overtime of dancing in a weekend.
50
Damn it,
hours
boy.
of dancing.
That's crazy.
If I'm
That's
correct now, I'm just
crazy.
doing it off my
And
head.
on
I'm not no
Sunday at our-
mathematician, so might be off a little bit. But y'all said from 2 to 6.
But on Sunday, our masters of music, we always have to shout them out because without them, we can't make it, right? So we had DJ Rodney Mack out of Detroit. We love him. We're looking forward to the Detroit White Party weekend. We had DJ Calvin out of Chicago. He is a staple at the 50.
Mr. 50-yard
And then
line.
we had the incomparable Mellow Chris. And they killed that brunch.
Yep, they did that. So we had to get out of there.
The brunch went from 2 to 6 p.m., but then the farewell after party was 8 to 3, and we did have to cut it down to.
So then if you cut it
So
down
only
to 2,
2-hour break
that's
in between.
49 hours.
Okay, a whole hour, really? Shit, man, listen. You talk about, and I heard people complaining about their feet hurting, their legs was hurting. Talk about they had to recover, they had to get sleep. I ain't gonna lie, I took Monday off because look at
we
here,
both took Monday. I went to bed.
ain't nothing happening.
I went to bed at 7 o'clock on Monday.
Shout out, look, word
That's
to the
crazy.
wise for the upcoming year. Take Monday off. I'm telling you now. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. If you there for the whole weekend, take Monday off too, because I'm telling you now, you're not getting up to go to work. And if you do, you're gonna be dragging. Your ass gonna be dragging like an old station wagon. Trust me.
Somebody said they barely could eat on Sunday because the music was so good.
Yep.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. But the music for the off the chain after party, we had DJ Kels out of Milwaukee. I said the wrong place. I think I said whatever. But I had it right. And then DJ Sizzle out of Raleigh. And Myron R., he's always our closer, and he closes it out. Let me tell you what I loved. Sunday night, again, a lot of people went home usually on the Sundays past. But I walked into that ballroom, it was people.
I went to dinner on Sunday.
It was,
And I got back from dinner like 10 o'clock. And I said, am I going to go upstairs and change or not? The room was cold. Me and Crystal peeked our head in there. And Crystal said, it's a lot of men in there.
Oh, speaking of, you know what, Shawnees, I'm glad you mentioned that it was cold. Let me tell you something. They were smart enough to make sure that room, you could hang meat in that sucker by the time everybody got ready to come in there. Which means that it was a comfortable night. It was not hot in there. The room was well ventilated and the air was on. And let me tell you, it was comfortable.
I heard Cheryl tell the lady, I don't want this room to be hot at all.
Felicia Jackson B said, my check engine light came on Sunday. She said, her check engine light came on Sunday night.
They said by Saturday night, my body was
That's
through.
what I was telling my students that came. I'm like, y'all better pace yourself. Right.
Yeah.
My one student on Thursday, she was just going. I said, you
gonna burn out.
You're going to burn out. Right.
your check engine light gonna come on.
You got to pace yourself.
Yeah. So that was a beautiful thing. All right.
That,
are we near the end of
big
this?
thing for Cheryl. Cheryl travels the country and goes to everybody's event. She is truly the face of GDI across this country.
Yes.
And when she travels, she pays attention. She's watching and bringing notes back. And one of the things that she does phenomenally is manage that ballroom. And so when she says she wants it ice cold, she has it ice cold. And by the time everybody gets in there and fills it up, it's comfortable.
I literally watched her walk that room multiple times. The whole time we were down there setting up, she worked that room, man. She made sure everything was right where it belonged and everybody was right where they belonged. And then she did that. Jerry Palmer said, Jerry Palmer said he had to go to CVS for his feet and knees. See? I'm telling y'all, you don't come to the Heritage Ball and burn out the first night. You're done. It's over for you. I'm telling you. Be careful.
Yeah.
I know
You gotta
Friday,
definitely pace yourself.
I wasn't cold because I had that long dress on for Friday. That was the African night.
That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It is Saturday. I said, okay, I had a short sleeve dress. I said, nope, I'm wearing my dress with the long sleeve. So I was comfortable.
Okay. So, man, so right quick, y'all, we're going to pay some bills. Stay with us right quick there. Melanie, don't go nowhere. We're going to pay a couple of bills right fast. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all about this upcoming event from the Command Steppers and my man Jay Most out of Minnesota. The Steppers and Line Dance All-Star Bash, home of the Y'all Can't Beat Us Couples Dance, Line Dance, and Steppers Contest. They're having a line dance contest, y'all. I'm not even sure what that looks like or how that's going to go, but it is a new concept by Jay Most and his crew. So shout out to them on that. We had an opportunity to sit back and fellowship, and I interviewed them on Saturday at here at the Heritage Ball. They came through and hung out with us. This is May 30th through June 2nd, you guys, 2024. The weekend pass prices till January 15th, which just passed. $115, $140. All sales are final. The hotel rooms are $139 for a king, $139 for a double, and the junior suite is $169. And
That's
it looks
not
like
bad.
it's going to be a good event. They have really good pricing on this event. And,
Free parking
and it is right next to the Mall of America. Yeah, free parking. That's a
and
good
free
thing.
shuttle service.
And they're going to be playing the Purple Rain movie. The
It's
First
Minnesota.
Avenue nightclub, right? They're having tours going to the They got a thing going to the George Floyd Square and the Metro train bus from the hotel in
That's
downtown
nice.
Minneapolis and St. Paul. So y'all get ready for that. That's going to be a phenomenal event.
Now was that the contest last year that Tick and Doc and Vicky and Tori were in last year, I think.
Well,
I need a block.
right quick
I need a block.
before we finish with that, let's see. They're going to have. Let me tell you what these purses are. They're doing,
We can hear you, Melanie.
the line dance contest has a $2,500
I'm
purse.
trying to get a charger.
And let's see. Minimum 5 members, maximum 20 members. That's a line dance contest. I want to see that. That's got to be interesting. They have an all-style dance contest. That means whatever your style of dance is, which means you could do salsa, you could do stepping, you could do two-step, you could do swing out. It's an all-style dance contest, and the purse is $2,000. First place pays $1,500. First place pays $1,500 on the line dance, and then you had a master's category, Chicago style stepping, which is a $3,000 first place prize. So y'all need to keep that in mind. $1,500 on second and $500 for third. This is gonna be a real good event. I'm looking forward to checking it out. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna actually do an interview with Jay Most here coming up and his crew in the coming weeks, because their event is gonna be coming up soon. So bills are paid. Let's do this now. Next year, Melanie.
Yes.
Do we have dates already aligned, or what do we need to do? Do we just wait for GDI to say for y'all to pull the trigger? What? Because everybody is we all sitting at the starting line waiting to take off. We waiting to hit a gunfire so everybody can run out there and get that doggone ticket.
Get their table, get their tickets, they plane tickets. They can't get plane tickets this early, so
No.
they just save their
I
money
know.
for the vendors and
Right.
save
right.
their money for the vendors
Yeah,
in the event.
That's that budgeting plan that young lady, the black lady, puts together, where you get the envelopes and you mark it for what.
That's right.
Oh, yeah,
Stack
I
your
like
paper.
her.
Stack your
Yeah.
paper.
I like her.
Stack your money, because I'm
Yeah, I
telling
do
you
too.
now, you want to be comfortable, and you will be comfortable once you get there. Just make sure you got your ducks in a row so that when you're ready to pay for these tickets and pay for that airfare or drive or however you're gonna get there and get your hotel room, you will not be disappointed. Inside Stepping does not endorse anything that we don't stand behind or we don't believe in. So just know, if I say we gonna be there, that means you should be there.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
I love that. I love it.
Miss
I
Forbes,
love it.
you got
I
anything
have to
left?
say, I'm real biased about staying in that host hotel because the convenience factor is worth all the
It's
money
worth it.
itself.
It was
It's
worth
worth
it.
Just being
It was
able
worth
to-
every dime.
Yes,
When I
it is
heard-
worth
when
it
I
to
heard
be
that
able to
Sky-
just get on the elevator and roll upstairs and change your clothes and roll back down. Yes.
When I heard that Sky thing was closed and they had to get out and go walk around, I was like, oh no, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, it needs to have a.
What's Charlize talking about?
What you say, Poppy? I'm sorry.
I just said when I heard that Sky
My
thing,
phone.
Skywalk was closed and you had to get out and go walk outside and go around, I was done after that. So I would just stay at the host hotel.
Yes.
And if you're
I
doing
agree.
roommates, a lot of people do
that-
roommates.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Well,
if you
my-
have Marriott
my
points,
husband is
you get a
calling
discount.
Something.
It's not charging? No, it's not charging.
Well, that's all right, because we get ready to call it a night anyway. We still tired. I'm about to go to bed.
Okay, so anything else you want to say, Melanie and Charnice?
Well, I want to do a plug.
Please do.
Silhouettes and Stilettos will be back in the swing of things November 9th,
Okay.
2024.
Silhouettes and
I
stilettos,
have
y'all.
yet to put out. Yes.
November 9th. How much is it?
Yes. It's 125.
And then what else? Tell us what else. What's happening? Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Just Friday? What is it?
No, it's not a weekend.
Okay.
but it's plenty to do in Chicago.
Okay.
It's just the one night, which is Saturday.
Okay.
And it will be honoring the new selection of women for the 2024.
And it's 10.
So it's
Just so y'all understand.
Tell us about silhouettes.
because I can say 10, so now I'm into groups. With one of the criterias or one of the awardees, it may be 3 in that one group.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me add this.
Okay.
Like last year, I gave out 14 awards.
Oh.
The dancettes, it was 7 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, because it was a group. Okay.
Well,
Yes, it was a group.
Silhouettes and Stilettos, you guys, to my audience, is the Grammys of the stepping world. Heritage Ball is the Oscars of the steppers world. This is the top of the line. This is the best you're going to get. Be ready, be prepared, get your purse together, and participate in these events because this is the cream of the crop. You need to check it out. If you don't do nothing else, participate so that you understand how deep this culture runs, understand how important it is to participate in the fellowship and to get to know the people that you only see online. I love it when y'all come and say, hey, B, it's nice to put eyes on you for the first time, not online. Thank you for your show. All of that's important to me.
It is his hair. Everybody keeps thinking he has a damn wig on.
Yeah, somebody
What
said-
man walking around with a
No,
wig?
that's the real
Look,
hair.
it's his
Look,
hair. Let me I
Bobby,
take
let me
advantage. It's
see.
his hair.
So, with that said,
Well, let me just say this on behalf of GDI, our president who couldn't be here tonight because she worked so hard, her voice disappeared
Every year.
gone.
Our past president, corporate secretary Coro Kelly, I'm sorry, President Cheryl Poe, corporate secretary, past president Coro Kelly, our treasurer Kurt Paisley,
Kurt.
Sergeant at Arms Art Allen, and our corporate liaison, Kim Davis, and myself, Melanie Fields. We worked so hard to bring this to you, and I cannot tell you how much love we felt in that room every night, every day. Every compliment that we got, we appreciate. Every criticism we got, we take it and listen to it. We want to make this bigger and better for you. And we thank you all so much for choosing to join us at Heritage Ball 2024. And thank you all so much. Thank you for having us, Inside Stepping, Poppy and
It's our
Brian.
pleasure.
Y'all do that thing, man.
Thank you,
Y'all
thank
do
you.
that
Very
thing.
much.
Thank you.
It's all
Thank
about the
you.
people,
Thank
baby.
you.
It's all about the people.
This weekend I survived. I
Yes.
didn't quit. Normally I quit on him. I didn't
Normally
quit this
she
weekend.
get fired, but you know,
I didn't quit this weekend.
she didn't get fired this weekend.
Thank you
Y'all
for
be
having
awesome.
us and trusting us. And
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, y'all have a wonderful evening, and give a shout out to the rest of the people around the GDI camp and let them know we appreciate y'all.
Hey.
We thank y'all for allowing us to cover your event and, you know, to let the rest of the world see what they missed. 'Cause,
And thank
baby,
you,
they missed it.
Sharnice, for sitting in.
Yes, and thank you, Miss Charice
Yes.
Simmons. That's my little homie right there.
Hey, I just want to say this too. You guys were awesome at what you do. Inside Stepping is the place to be for anything informationally when it comes to this community. Make sure you go. I sat and talked with Brian, really just having a whole sit-down talk. He is about the culture, he is about the history, and he is about the integrity of this dance. And so when he speaks, it's worth listening to. Check him out constantly. Stay with him on Inside Stepping. And guess what? No man is greater when he doesn't have a woman by his side, and Miss Poppy is
Dang.
that woman.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, I thought I was all right by
You know,
myself.
I'm gonna jack him up later for saying that, okay? The damn.
Y'all know all I'm gonna do is flip her over. She be all right. Anyway, so anyway, thank you, ladies. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. We are.
Thank you.
We're gonna close out the show. I love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. We're gonna talk more. Peace out.
Thank you.
We coming to your
Okay.
spot, Sharnice, in March.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have heard it here. Just understand, doggone it. The
Brett
Heritage
don't
Ball.
agree with that.
Man, Brett ain't studying you. Heritage Ball 2025. You want that on your calendar. You do not want to miss it because I promise you this, you will not be disappointed. You know, they could actually mess up and this will still be a good event. Think about it. Some people don't have no room to mess up at all. I'm not suggesting that they will or they should. I'm just saying this event was so good that there are things that they went above and beyond. Let me just put it like that. I'm gonna leave that right there. But that also takes me to where I always say a very important what?
I was saying you can put that up one more time.
Why?
Nothing gone.
Anyway, I always get to this point where I have to say, oh, and by the way, y'all, April 19th through the 22nd, we will be in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix Jam, my girl Angie Fain out there. Yours truly will be hosting the pool party. We will be turning it up and turning it out. Y'all want to come to Phoenix. Trust me, it is a fire event. Fire.
And while you're going, don't forget August, Little Rock, Arkansas, Ted Williams and Veronica Austin's event. We will be there. The color this year is Crushing Cream Purple. And we'll be back in Minnesota again for
Valerie O'Connor.
Yep. And the weather's beautiful there. It was
You decided
nice.
to plug all our events. Go ahead.
No, I
Don't
didn't
stop
plug them
now.
all.
No,
I
don't
just
stop
I
now.
just stopped in
But you
September.
can't plug some of them and not plug the others.
I just plugged some of them. That's enough.
See what I got to put up with. This is the reason why I run the show and she don't.
Oh. Okay. Okay. He says that till he asks where's something at or where we going.
Well, you know what they say. You want to ask the boss. You want to know who. You want to ask who know what's going on. That's you. All right. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you with these words of wisdom that I like to include in each show because I want you to understand that regardless of the size of an event, never measure an event by the quantity of the people in attendance, but by the quality of memories you create with the people who are present. And I mean that, y'all. Be that big, small, or in between. When the energy is good in the room and you go to these events, man, it is something that you just can't beat. It's phenomenal. And we have that at the Heritage Ball this weekend. And I look forward to every other promoter that's doing their thing. And we're going to be up in there doing our thing so that you can participate even if you can't make it. Thank you, Sandra Davis. You ain't going to let me forget that either, are you? See, Sandra, I remember that you keep saying that. She's going to put pressure.
Yes, I think I'm going to get him some. Yes.
Y'all going to leave me alone.
November 9th for Sharnice's
Sandra, between
event.
you and Cheryl Head, I don't know. Y'all better leave me alone, Jack. Anyway.
Wait a minute, hold on. They didn't give a date for the Heritage Ball just yet. And Sharnice's event is November 9th in Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. They had a tornado warning going on. Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible.
It's because it's hot.
Hot and cold. That's that hot and cold weather coming together. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. We love you.
Thank you.
Be safe out there, whatever event that you're going to next or however you travel. Be safe, be wise, be smart. Stay out the way. Get your dance on, and we'll see you on the wood. Peace out. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Hey, Helen. Helen just coming on talking about, hey, y'all. Bye, Helen.
Hey, Helen. Bye, Helen. That's my homie right there. Say, Bo.
No, not that Helen. That's Helen Smith.
Helen. Oh, okay.
And in Dallas.
Why are you so late? She late.